Hello everyone and welcome back to Vanguard Tactics. Obviously my name is Jake and this is Michael. And today we have something a bit different for you. Obviously you may have seen our pre-recorded battle report of this, but we are bringing you some boarding actions. As you can see from this lovely book here, it was provided to us by Games Workshop. So a massive thank you to them obviously for this preview copy for us to bring you this game. So Michael, how are you today? You good?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I'm very excited to play some boarding actions. I loved playing that battle report with Steve, who's obviously on deck with us tonight. How are you, Steve?
I'm doing grand. And I'm actually looking forward to another fantastic, epic awesomeness of boarding actions. And in fact, I was actually really taken aback by how much I enjoyed the game. I'm excited for it.
You did mention it a lot.
I did.
You mentioned your excitement and how infused you were to play some more boarding actions. So obviously, I'm going to go give it a go. I haven't actually played it. So Michael is going to guide me through how to board and action. And obviously, you know, he's going to generally be my tutor. And we're going to obviously, this game is more designed, obviously, if you're also looking at getting into boarding actions, a way of obviously, you can see with me, join my journey as I learn how to play the game. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Vanguard Tactics crew without also Seb on his lovely camera, dubbed the Seb Cam. And do you want to give a little wave on the camera, Seb, or are you okay? Hello, there we go. that is Seb, and a singular arm. And it's like a big robot. But anyway, Michael, so obviously, we have a board.
We do have a board.
We have a lot of card and objectives and doors and card and a lot of
doors.
Things. And doors.
There's lots of doors.
So what is boarding actions first off? So if people aren't familiar with it, what is it?
So boarding actions is a different way to play Warhammer 40,000. It's set with 500 points and it's sort of set in the confines of maybe a spaceship or a bunker or that kind of thing. And you can really throw your own narrative at it if you really want to. Okay. 500 points with lots of heavy list restrictions. There is a PDF you can actually download about your particular army and what you can take in your army. You've got the Ultramarines today.
I do, so something simple.
We'll see the armies in a minute, and I've got the Adeptus Mechanicus, and you'll notice there's some choices that you can't normally take in a game of boarding actions. So usually you wouldn't be able to take things that fly, you can't take bikers, cavalry, obviously vehicles and monsters are out of the picture as well. And it's usually one character, a HQ, and then you can have up to 3 troops and up to 3 elites. Some factions even get one fast attack choice provided it's a specific unit.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
Lots of options, and you're going to see lots of units that you don't normally see in a bigger game of Warhammer 40,000.
Yes.
Do you think makes the game even more exciting? But some other huge changes, Jake. Okay, stratagems.
Okay.
No stratagems from 40k.
What? No redeploy?
No redeploy.
No overrun?
No overrun.
No. Well, I don't know any of the other ones.
Command point reroll.
Yep.
Counteroffensive.
Yep.
Interrupting combat. And auto pass morale.
So this is fair to say this is obviously a very slimmed down version of the game we know and love. Obviously shown by the board, obviously what you've said as well. So let's talk about it a bit. So obviously we've got our armies, so we'll show off what we're using today. But before we do that, Steve, do you want to just talk about our sponsors real quick? Because obviously we've had a few changes, haven't we?
We've had some significant changes.
Yes.
And I haven't done my official announcement yet, but I'm incredibly excited to announce that we do have 2 new partners working with us going forward. And it's, you know, a huge thanks to both of these companies for coming on board and seeing the value in what we provide here at VT. And I really love their ethos for both of the brands. One of them is the Colour Forge.
Yeah, so obviously a well-known painting brand, isn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously I'm very excited about that as well.
I've been using their sprays for probably like the last 18 months. They're absolutely phenomenal. And it's been awesome to kind of partner with them. And, you know, obviously we want to help you get your miniatures on the table as quickly as possibly can. And using some of those sprays is going to be a great way to obviously do that. And then finally, the Outpost. So the Outpost is a place where you can get your discounted miniatures from. We've had an awesome relationship with Entoyment. Obviously, all good things do have to come to an end at some point. And the Outpost, essentially, you've got a fantastic gaming store and they do great customer service. They've got a really good live galleries for where you can see what's in stock, what's not, when you're purchasing your 40k miniatures as well. But we also wish Entoyment the best of luck in the future, and we're going to still maintain our fantastic friendship with them, still attend their events and stuff like Beachhead, which is coming up in February. So a huge shout out to Beachhead. So yeah, all in all, really, really good in terms of what we've got down the pipeline with both of those sponsors. And then obviously continuing as per usual with us is the one and only C Studios. For all their legends and help that they give us, Harder and Steenbeck, the airbrush company, and of course Frontline Gaming. So there are still some spaces left if you want to come to the Las Vegas workshop that we're running. All you need to do is head over to the Frontline Gaming website if you're coming to the Las Vegas Open, or maybe you're just in the area and you want to learn some 40k, then head over to the Frontline Gaming website, check out the store and just search for Vanguard Tactics and you better get the ticket that you want. So yeah, huge thanks to you to all of our sponsors because they really do help keep the lights on here.
Yeah, obviously, I think, like you said, obviously, I just want to echo that a testament to, obviously, Entoyment. You're a fantastic sponsor, and thank you so much for, obviously, all the years that you did help us. But like Steve said, sadly, it's had to come to an end. But we've got such a great new sponsor, obviously, in the form of the Outpost, and I can't wait to, obviously, do more work with them in the future. So it's going to be awesome. Right. And also, as Steve put a pun in there, which I don't think he meant to, came aboard. And now we're going to do some action. Right. So do you want to talk about your army first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is obviously 500 points of boarding action.
Should we do mission
control.
first?
Yeah, could do. We could go the normal.
We normally do
route.
mission first, don't we?
Yeah.
So bear with me.
So are people excited? Are people?
Yeah. If you guys have got any questions at any time about boarding actions, then throw in a super chat. I'm reasonably familiar with most of the factions and what they can take and stuff. So if you've got any questions on that front, definitely ask away. This mission is deck sweepers. Okay, all right.
I like
so we're going to
it.
sweep the deck. Now, if there's an underdog, which has to be more than 30 points difference between them, you get an extra entry zone.
Okay.
Which is here.
Okay.
But
we don't have that.
We don't have that.
No one's an underdog.
Nobody's 30 points under the other person. And then the objective is 5 victory points at the end of each player's command phase if you hold 1 or more objectives, and 5 victory points if you hold more objectives than your opponent.
Okay.
So there's no extra 5 holding 2.
Yeah, and these are the objectives, obviously. So the big things with the skulls on them are the objectives. So if you hold 1, you get 5 points.
That's right.
And if you hold more, you get another 5 points.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. So obviously, you know, hold 1, hold more. None of this hold 2 or whatever that is. So that's obviously another slimmed down version of it as well. And
in boarding actions, you have a progressive and an end game objective. So the progressive we've just described. The end game objective is at the end of the battle, you score 15 victory points for each objective marker you control.
15 victory points for each objective marker you control. So obviously, if someone does some good stuff, you could hold 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 60 points someone could get, or 30 each. 15 for 1. It's going to be mental. So this sounds already quite interesting.
Yeah, what I'm really excited about this is because it plays so much faster, it could actually be fantastic live content. It means we can actually interact with the chat a lot more. This can become more of a kind of semi-chat show as well. We've got loads of super chats already, which is going to be awesome. And the reason why we're doing this tonight rather than our normal 40k stream is because of the popularity our battle report got. We did a poll. Over 60% of people said they wanted to see more boarding actions. And we felt 60% was a significant amount to actually quantify making the change. So again, thank you to all of us. We've got 84 people watching. Make sure you do like this and share it. It will really, really help us reach a new audience and help people get into the game of 40k. You know, we've got Josh has been a member for 16 months. He's been a lieutenant. Evening, gents. Looking forward to boarding actions. He's also super chatted £5. Got a doubles tournament coming up at 500 points each. Custodes and partner is DG. Death Guard, any list building tips? GF is at the pub. Get to catch it live for a change. Okay, nice, I like it.
That's what we like to hear.
So I think if you're going to do 500 points of, you know, both of those armies, they're both super durable. At 500 points, I would really kind of probably lean into how durable that is and kind of stat check your opponent, which means... Yeah, just Terminators. Obsec Terminators. I would do Death Shroud, then I would do Alara's Terminators. That would be a sick combo, wouldn't it? I'd have a Blade Champ.
Arnie's favourite army, all the Terminators.
That would be awesome,
Praetorian Plate.
Praetorian Plate Terminator guy, he leads the force with some Alara's Terminators, and then maybe the guy that makes everyone fight last and stuff. He would be pretty cool.
Be very nice.
Mandy D is also super chatted in £5. Is Jake drinking beer? It looks nice and dark.
No, it's not a dark fruit. Before we go any further, this is squash. So we're not hashtag not spawn. This is just squash. Okay, so as you can see, really nice, you know. And you can get that from most of your convenience stores, Aldi's, Waitrose, Tesco's, you know.
I don't know if they ever got a squash in America or it's called something else.
They probably called it something else, like juice or something. I don't know.
Juice.
I'm not going to do what we did. We had some good comical
We've also got a
parts.
£5 super chat from Rabbit Holes. Loving boarding actions. Please keep doing these. I think it's the best battle report for format for 40k. Yeah, let's see it. Rabbit Holes also said the top-down view is looking hot. Let's have a quick cheeky look at that. That does really fill up the space, doesn't it?
So
Ross?
hot right now.
Perfect.
Right, so we got some blue zones and some red zones. What are those, Michael?
They are the entry zones. So the blue zones will be Jake's entry zones,
Which makes
and
sense.
the red ones are my entry zones. And essentially, we can deploy one unit in each entry zone at the start of the game, or a unit and a character in each entry zone.
Okay, nice. So let's go over the armies first of all then. We'll start off with, let me go over here. We're going to start off with the Ultramarines.
Okay.
So talk us through what you've got then, Jakey boy.
Right, so obviously I was told what I could use and what I couldn't use. So what I've done is, so I've got today, leading the force is Marneus Calgar.
Nice.
So a bit of a staple of VT. So I thought, you know, on my journey, learning boarding actions, he has to come with me and wherever his banner's gone. So I've got him.
Yep.
Obviously he doesn't get his warlord trait, does he?
No
So
warlord
this is-
trait, no relic.
This is something to note. So obviously having a named character is really good because they essentially have like a built-in relic if we think about it like that. So I thought he would be really cool.
Yep.
And then we've got 5 intercessors with bolt rifles and a thunder hammer.
Yes.
So bear in mind the points obviously we're using are the
We
Minotaur.
are
and
using the new Minotaur and points. We're not using the balanced data slates.
No. So
Any of them.
Yeah.
No.
And that is
So-
the thing, you basically play the rules out of the codex, but providing using the new points, okay? Do not use the balance update when you're playing boarding actions, okay?
No, so all you Quinn players can stop crying. So now we've got my intercessors, so obviously that makes them a bit cheaper. They've got Thunderhammer for free, so that's super good. Then we've got 2 units of free aggressors with Bolt Storm and Frag grenade launchers. And finally we've got 5 scouts. Now they may look like incursors, but what they have is they've been hitting the gym with Steve, and obviously they've bulked up a bit. So and also because sadly we didn't have enough points.
Well,
So-
I wanted to keep the Primaris theme with the Force because of Calgar.
And we had 70 points left.
And we had 70 points left. And
only
I
Scouts
had
fit.
70 points left. I had
only
70
really
points
Scouts
left.
fit. We don't have any Victrix Guard painted up, so.
But yeah, that's 2,000 points. That's 500 points of boarding actions. So I'm really excited to obviously be able to use it, see what we're going to do. Hopefully, Calgar's going to be an absolute beast as well.
I think it's important to note here what you do get from your book and your army. So
Yeah, so-
you still get your doctrine.
Yeah.
You still get your super doctrine for Ultramarines.
And I get my chapter tactic.
And you get your chapter tactic and any of the rules that go with that as well.
So obviously, like we said, because we're not using the balanced data slate, I have to move doctrines as obviously per the codex, but it's fine because Ultramarines get a very good one in the form of their tactical doctrine, and obviously Ultramarines can also fall back and shoot, so that's very good.
We've got a question, can you take a Dreadnought?
Sadly not.
No.
No, there's no, you can't take a Dreadnought.
It's-
No
Which is a
Dreadnought.
shame, I think, but you might see maybe one day an expansion where you can take some slightly bigger units.
The gist of it is with boarding actions is it's basically mostly infantry. There's only a few armies that can take things that aren't just on the boots on the ground
That's
guys.
right.
So you know, which is cool, makes it a bit
We've
different.
got a great super chat here. So that was a super chat, by the way, about the Dreadnought,
Oh, thank
and
you.
that was from CTP Roscoe. Dave Colmel, who's he? Is that American guy?
Oh, not that other host on it.
I love him. I
that
love
American
Dave.
guy on the podcast.
Dave is my favourite.
Yeah?
So Dave,
I love it
How
when
you doing?
I love it when they go, "Oh, I don't really like the new host of the Vanguard Tactics podcast, the American." Like, he's not new; he's been with us for a year now.
also, Tom from 6++, even told me, and I quote, "I love Dave."
I love Dave.
I love Dave. We all love Dave.
We all
So
love Dave.
But anyway, he's super chatted in.
Yeah, nice.
He's put, Steve, is Jake keeping his squash on the tea trolley?
what's that? That's not a tea trolley.
It's not a tea trolley.
That's a standard issue.
I think he's
IKEA cabinet.
making a joke about English-like
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
You're being a sarcastic comment, Dave.
Yeah. Classic American.
You know what
right
happens?
there. Yeah.
They get sarcastic comments.
So
You get a 5-minute timeout now. Thanks for the money.
Mandy D's also super chatted £10. Lol, using Reavers as scouts, those models might as well be useful for something. I use mine as dead bodies on bases. Yeah. Wow, Mandy, you're harsh today.
Savage.
Well, I really
Savage
like
this
Reavers.
afternoon, huh?
I really like Reavers.
Yeah.
Reavers.
I actually think they got a lot of play.
I think they've got great faces and bodies. So moving on
Of
to
course, you always look at the face and the body, Steve. How vain. Right. Anyway, and you move your arms out at 90 degrees as well, because the comment section don't even know that you're doing that. Right.
Cool.
Right,
Should
Michael.
should we talk Admech?
If we have to. This is
All
bringing me flashbacks to like Admech meta, and I can't handle it.
So, Admech time. I'm running Forge World Riser, which is +1 wound in the first round of combat, +1 2 wound in the first round of combat.
You've done this, haven't you?
And you get +1 to your charge rolls as well.
Yeah, so it's quite good, isn't it? So,
Yeah, it's quite good all round.
Yeah.
And I've gone for a Tech Priest Dominus as my character. That
Okay.
means I get the Canticles of the Omnissiah, but I don't get the Doctrine Imperatives, because you have to have a Marshal for the Doctrine Imperatives. That's a little tidbit that they've added onto the
okay. I
Admech
didn't know that.
to make the buffs not too much to handle, right?
So that's a boarding action
That's
specific
a boarding
rule.
action specific rule.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got him. He's got an enhancement for boarding actions called Expert Boarder, I think it's called. Something like that. Expert
He's
something.
very good at getting
Expert
on.
Breacher, that's it. Now, you will have seen this in the battle report.
Yeah.
Check it out if you haven't already. But at the start of his move, he can do the action to open a door. You have to do actions to open doors. And then go through the door with his normal move.
Obviously,
Okay?
we'll explain more about how doors
Yes,
work.
absolutely. He's got all of the tooled up upgrades because he's got.
So
free-
what
free
allows
wargear
him
now.
to have that ability?
So because he's a character, I can
Yeah.
take an enhancement.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Calgar is a named character, so he can't take an
So
enhancement.
that is a downside of having a name character.
And there are 6 enhancements in the Ark Swarm and Abaddon book that you can take.
Which is where you find boarding actions.
Yes. Now, I have 3 destroyers, Catphron destroyers. I'm allowed to take these despite them being bikers, but I can only take 1 squad of 3.
Okay, that's your special thing as well.
That's
you
a special thing I
Yeah.
get, yeah. And you can do, it's the same with breaches as well. You can only take 1 unit of breaches if you wanted to go that route. They've got Plasma Culverins and Cognis Flamers. They're pretty tooled up.
Yeah.
I'm a bit concerned they might be too powerful. However, there are some rules interactions we're going to see that's going to really mitigate the damage they can do because they're on massive bases. Then
So they
we
can't get
have...
through a door.
They can fit through doors. This is important. So anything can fit through a door in this game, in boarding actions.
Well, when we
alright?
play, you guys can decide if it can fit through a door or not. So.
We've got 5 Rangers, we've got 5 Vanguard, we have 5 Fulgurite Electro Priests with the staffs,
Okay.
and we have another 5 of them as well.
Yeah.
So 10 of them total, and then we have 5 Rust Stalkers with Transonic Blades.
So that's quite a lot.
There's a lot of stuff, yeah.
Okay. So obviously, like you said, so you get your Canticle, the Omnissiah,
That's right.
but you don't get your Doctriners because
That's
you
right.
don't have a Marshal.
That's right, yeah.
You do get the ability to have people who can't fit through doors, so they're just
Yes.
going to be stuck in that room for the
Yeah.
whole game. And
Now there's one sad thing about not using the balance update. The destroyers aren't core.
oh, what a shame. But
just something to bear
and you
in
don't
mind.
get your 5-up involved.
And I don't get the 5 of him
Just
run
get
across
6 up.
a bunch of the stuff.
But that's fine because I've been a noob a bit as well.
Yeah. I think it'll be okay. Oh, there's an Omni Specs on a Ranger squad.
Oh, nice
A
one.
little 5-point upgrade.
So
Yes.
we've done the armies.
We have done the armies. Should we deploy?
Should we deploy?
So I'll explain some of the things about deploying,
Okay.
and then Steve can answer some chat
Right.
questions.
So what do we do first?
We do have to roll off.
Okay, so Michael rolled a 2. Do you want to get the dice cam up for us? Thank you,
Been
Seb.
sneaky.
And a 4, I got a 4. So do I have to deploy first?
No, you can choose attacker defender.
Okay, why not? So I'll be the one that means I deploy second.
Okay,
So then
the
you can
attacker. Yeah.
show me how
Yeah,
deployment
cool.
works. Fine.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So I actually have more than 4 units. And
Okay.
I have more than 5 if I include the character.
Yeah.
Which means any units I can't set up in an entry zone immediately start the game as strategic reserve.
Oh, okay. So that's quite a big deal. So
For free.
obviously, okay, cool. But first thing to note, you can only put down as many units as you have entry zones.
As you have entry zones, exactly.
Okay. Obviously, characters can go in
Yeah.
one with them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what unit are you going to put in reserve?
So I'll deploy them first and then...
Oh, you can pick after.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just any that's left.
Yes.
Oh, that's quite cool. Okay, right. So if we go to the top down,
You guys can do. I got loads of questions to answer.
yeah. So
Okay,
right,
brilliant.
we'll just deploy now. We know how it all works.
Yeah. Infiltrators, because you've got scouts.
Yep.
They have to set up wholly within 6 inches of an entry zone.
Yep.
And they count as taking that entry zone up, occupying it.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think there's any other...
No, that's all right.
I think that's it, basically.
No.
Yeah.
Right. So if you talk to the chat, Steve, me and Michael will deploy, and people can then just watch us do it. And now, as you know now,
And
how it all works.
And you're basically going to alternate, aren't you?
Yep, that's right.
Cool. So right, yeah, we go first.
Okay. So we've got a couple of questions. I'm just creating a little cheeky scoreboard for the game tonight. Okay, so here we go then. We've got a super chat. Oh, we've had why no data slate? Is that a rule? So the data slate is designed for competitive match play 40k. It will not apply to the balance. To the balance update will not apply to boarding actions. And I have spoken to Games Workshop about it. That is the intent. Okay, so that it doesn't apply to this. So you can be safe in the knowledge. You just pick up your codex and use the rules from that. Obviously with the adjustments from the FAQ that obviously Games Workshop did as a download for you, which is awesome because it means you can just get cracking. So Professor Jockles also super chatted in with Sec 50, so thank you so much for that. He's put awesome to see this, and for once I managed to catch you live. Question, is it possible to build an all Sisters of Silence boarding patrol? The Sisters of Silence are just so cool. Michael, can you build an all Sisters of Silence boarding action army?
Yeah, I believe so. You'd have to run it as a Anathema Psychana detachment so that you can ignore the having to have a Custodes
Cool. Yeah.
troop choice as well as
That's pretty cool.
thingy. So yeah, you can do it. I've looked at it, definitely.
Mandy said it's 500-point game, so maybe is there a HQ unit for them? Yes, there is. You can definitely do that. And Martin is also gifted some, or Martin was gifted a membership by John. So John, thank you so much for gifting the memberships tonight. That is awesome. You're absolute legend. Really, really appreciate you gifting
I want to meet John.
those. Right, okay, cool. So Dave Combs put, Steve, we need some VT rolling mats. We do. We are going to be getting some. Yeah.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
I know. Get a VT dice tray. That'd be a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like VT flannels.
VT magic sponges.
Yeah, because then when you're stressed at a game, you can be like, let me just always on brand, like John Cena has. He has like a little like. Well, I'm not going to say what it's actually called, I call it. But
Or imagine that person's got 18 flamers and things are getting a little bit hot. They need to cool down.
Well,
because,
luckily, we're never going to play versus 18 flamers again, right?
Well,
Balance Day, so.
yeah, no. LVO, mate. Yeah.
What about it?
Well, people need their crutches.
Okay.
Yeah.
They can't fit in there. I can say. Like,
So this is
look at
going to come up with a few units,
Okay.
and you basically have to
So
make it work.
as long as you get in there,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah.
Other thing to note, Michael has purposely not put them has to open a door because they physically can't get through a door. Yeah. I want VT flat.
Yeah, so how opening a door works, I'll just cover now.
Yeah.
At the end of the movement step for that unit, you can do an action to open the door. You can do the action regardless of what you've done before the action. So like you could advance and do it, you could fall back and do it. But it's the only action that you can do in that circumstance, all right?
Okay, cool.
So in boarding actions, it's really important to think about who's going to open your doors. And remember that at the end of the movement step, that's before any reinforcements come down. So you've got to think about that too.
Tactical advice number 1, people. Think about who's going to open the door for you. When you tactically go into Tesco, are you going to purposely go behind someone else just so they open the door for you? Or are you going to wait for the automated door to do it? These are questions that we all ask ourselves with my VT flannel. Right, and then, sorry, so we talked about forward deploying.
Yes.
So just make sure I get this right. Where's the tape measure?
Hold on.
Does boarding action use a tape measure?
There you go, my friend.
So I can so if we just go to the top down again, just to sort of show what I'm doing. So is it from the edge of it I can deploy?
Yeah, from the entry zone.
So-
Probably
so-
the whole unit's wholly within 6
So what I'm
inches.
going to do is I'm going to put these guys behind the door.
Now, this is the one rare instances in the game where you actually can basically ignore the wall. Because normally when you measure in boarding actions, you have to measure from a model's base to another model's base, right? And when you do that, you have to take into consideration that a locked door or a wall. So if you're in a situation where you can get on the other side of the wall, you can do this in boarding actions.
So like, for example,
Yep.
here,
If
if
you
I
could-
really wanted, I could deploy these here, right?
You could, yeah, as long as they can all fit in that gap. Yeah, you absolutely can.
could,
But
yeah.
that's the one rare instances where you can, because you're not measuring from base to base. You're measuring from a deployment zone to a base.
So
That's right.
I'm sort of tempted to do that.
Which
but-
brings us on to an important statement, okay, which we're probably going to refer to a lot during the game. If you ever measure anything
Yeah.
between a model and another model,
yeah.
you cannot measure through a closed door or a wall.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Obviously.
So auras basically don't work through closed doors or walls. That kind
Oh
of thing.
right. Oh,
Deny
okay.
the witch.
Oh cool.
Anything like that.
Okay. Well, I like that already. So Because I don't think you should be able to be affected by an aura if you can't be seen. Right.
Yeah.
So unless it's like a wizardy.
So got a few more questions. Awesome. Time to get painting. By the way, money's on Jake apparently.
Money's on me.
Apparently.
Well, where?
And then another question: do those lovely perspex zones come in the terrain kit, or are they custom? They are actually light gels that I've cut up. So gels that we use for our lights, we've cut them up to make them, which I think they look pretty awesome. I think. And then also, Legal T said, also seeing you this weekend, Mr. Box, another Madcap Eldari list. Absolutely, I'm going to be taking some absolutely stupid meme Eldar list because I wouldn't take anything, obviously, practical, would I? That would be silly.
You just said the word meme.
Meme.
I've never heard you say meme.
That's what my meme. That's what my lists are.
That's what my aunt said.
Yeah.
So we're deployed.
Yes.
So as you can see, obviously we've got a nice little spread out of the old units. So obviously we've got the Cataphrons, the Rust Stalkers, the Jazz. They're not Jazz Handy ones. The Pole Electro Priest with the Mechanicum Man and 5 Rangers.
That's right.
And then in reserve you've got 5
Electro Priests and 5 Vanguard.
God, cool. And then for myself, obviously, I've got my scouts just here. I've got 3 aggressors and Marneus Calgar there. 5 intercessors just here. And then finally, 3 aggressors on the flank to hopefully deal with those people that can't move through doors. Anyway, now what do we do?
Well, we have to roll off to see who goes first.
Okay, so...
We'd normally determine an underdog as well.
well,
during
I'm
this mission
always
step.
the underdog, aren't I?
You are, but unfortunately not for this game. So
Okay, here's a question: how many CPs do you both start on?
1.
1 CP.
So,
Yeah.
Does
1.
Jake get more for having Marneus Calgar on the list?
You will, because you're
do
battle
I
forward,
actually?
He is your warlord,
So I start on 3.
so you start on 3.
Okay, so obviously bear in mind there's only like a set select of stratagems, so this isn't as big. Obviously we get to use all our stratagems.
Yeah. Well, you're paying a lot of points for
Yeah.
one model, and in boarding actions that isn't always a good thing.
And you've got fisticuffs.
So it's nice to have a payoff, or as many payoffs as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So Michael,
Who's going first?
let's roll.
You don't get to choose. The winner just goes, right?
That's right.
So 2. We have to roll
Okay.
again.
It's a re-roll time. It's a re-roll. A 1.
A 2.
Oh, it's a low. It's a low
Start-
scoring round.
Excellent.
Start as we mean to go on. Right.
Okay. Now there's something else here that needs to happen. The Rangers do have a pre-game move.
Okay.
Okay, and they are allowed to do that. Now in boarding actions, if you've got pre-game moves in your army, you're only allowed to do 1 of them.
Oh.
So if you've got an
No
entire
Necrons.
army that pre-game moves, like for example, Necrons is a good example, only 1 of the units can do it.
Oh, very
Okay,
interesting.
it's not quite the same with the infiltrating, but it is that way with this.
That's quite cool.
So, Jose, or
Mourinho.
Jose Mourinho,
The special one.
aka Gio, is asked, is super chatted in, any tips on which units forward deploy or which units are deployed furthest? So basically, Gio, all your kind of infiltrating classic units, like they are in 40K, will basically get this kind of 6-inch kind of rule. All right, yeah, but that's a great, and thanks so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. We've got 150 people watching live, and we've only
Cool.
got 38 likes. So clearly, you either hate the content, or you just haven't been bothered to like the content. So make sure you like it.
If you want a VT flannels.
Yeah.
then you
Chris
can-
Anderson has said, how good are Imperial Knights in boarding actions?
They're so good. They just
yeah.
smash the map, and what they do is
Yeah.
they go, "Grrr!" and then they like step over all the terrain,
Yeah, that's how good
like
they are.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Basically. Well, actually, you can take Canis Rex on foot.
Oh,
But you can wait. Sorry, you can have the little. Can you actually?
No.
Could you imagine a dude with his lunchbox? Actually, do you know what would be called boarding action? It's just like night pilots. And they're all like, hey guys, like they're going to work, like, hey guys, and then there's like just random like GC cult guy just bursts in like.
You can make your own scenario, right? Where
You
could
could take, like,
a night pilot to his night.
yeah, you could take some of those like
Imperial.
Imperial Enforcers or whatever, right?
Yeah,
That could be
yeah.
pretty cool.
Enforcers.
Is Deep Strike a thing in boarding actions? Yes, it is, but Deep Strike works slightly differently. You don't measure 9 inches away from the model. You actually measure 9-inch distance from base to base, including walls and door spaces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So,
So-
yeah, you could basically arrive on the other side of a wall, but actually be like 20 inches away from it by the time you figured out which is the open door. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah, that's
okay.
pretty good.
Look, I want to see some boarding action, so
Yeah.
let's stop chatting. Let's start
So
playing.
I go first. So
You
what
go
do
first.
I? Yeah. So what do
We
I
both
do?
get a CP.
Yay!
So that's the first thing.
They like 40k. So I'm on 4.
I am on 2. And then you move as per normal.
Okay. So do I have a command phase? Do I do all the stuff I would normally do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Marneus Calgar, will give re-roll hits to this unit of
Okay,
aggressors. Okay.
All right.
So now we move. So
Yep.
right, let's start. I don't know.
We've had a question here. You guys carry on, Jake, while you do your movement.
Is this a door?
So it said, has it already been asked? Does boarding action use the new points updated? Yes, it does, just not the balance update. Okay, so yes, points, but no balance update. Mandy D's also super chatted another £5. His name is Sir Hector. Get it right.
Sorry,
Who's
Hector
that?
Rex. Yeah.
God, Mandy is savage
Hector
tonight.
Rex. Isn't
Not
Hector
Hector
Rex the
sorry,
Inquisitor?
Sir Hector, yeah, with a U, I think it is.
Huck.
Weird.
Huckthur.
Who's that?
Yeah, it's
That's the
Hector.
Canis Rex's pilot.
Hekthur. Hector.
So what's Canis Rex?
Canis Rex is the knight.
Oh,
No cavalry either.
Yeah, no cavalry.
No horses.
Unless there's an exception.
right. So these scouts are going to move, but there's
Right.
like a massive door.
There's
in
a
the
door
way.
in the way.
So,
So
what do I
what
do?
you've got to do is you can't go through the door. So at the end of moving this unit, you can declare
Oh,
that
so
you're
that
going
was
to
a bit-
open the door.
Actually, it was a bit tonk. Okay, so what they'll do is they'll go. I'll do. So now they. So the end of the end of the movement phase here. So that's
Yes.
all the doors.
No, it's not end of the movement phase.
Movement-
End
yeah.
of
Of
the
their
mo-
move.
Move unit step.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so-
after you've moved that unit, you open the door. Okay.
That's right.
Otherwise, you'd end up in a weird situation where it's the end of the movement phase. You could deep strike and open doors at the exact same time, and that would be a little bit
that'd be
broken.
cool.
Broken, yeah.
Broken
Okay.
as hell.
So he's gonna open the door.
Okay, cool.
And he sees his friends,
Yes.
and they go, "Hello, friends."
Are they going to open a door?
Yeah, and then, ready? Watch this, guys. Ready? This is the one reason I wanted to play boarding actions.
Right. So, open doors are ignored for all game purposes.
So like
Line of sight, cover, any of that. Open doors are completely ignored.
Okay. I like the idea of like Marneus Calgar opening a door. Because his hands are so big. Like, what if there's like a little like doorknob?
Probably just punches it.
Punch
doesn't he,
through
really?
it, I think.
Let's be real.
Is that what you do?
Straight
Steve?
through. Punch through doors, yeah.
Beauty door. Right, so they're going to do the same thing. So they're going to actually they're not going to do the same thing. They're actually just going to chill.
Okay.
Because I'm a bit. Oh no. Yeah, because I'm a bit worried they'll shoot.
I say some only rangers, mate. Get on with it.
No.
Go on.
No, Stephen. No. Actually,
Well, you
because
could
of
go
that.
over here and open this one.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, so
Stephen.
you can
Right.
advance as well and still open a
That's
door.
all right. I just got to move through it. So, look at that. Hello.
I love the camera angles we can get on this. So I think a much more kind of immersive game for a live stream. I think it's great.
So what I'll do.
What
I'll
do you?
also-
What chat? Let me know what you think of the kind of terrain, the layout,
And
the
then
camera
they'll run.
angles, the production value, all that kind of stuff. Let us know.
Tubby Marines are running. And then Marneus Calgar
Yep.
is going to run 5. So he's
Okay.
just going to go behind them. And then he's going to open this door because on the way he's going to notice there's a door there and he's going to go. So, and then for some reason though it opens the opposite
So
way.
I know we're saying that for effect, but you can't actually open a door mid-move. It would have to be. At
No,
the
no,
end.
but so this is the
But
end
because
of his
he's
move.
finished,
Yeah.
within an inch of it.
So thematically, he's punched the door, but it's gone the other way.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah. So I've opened a few doors.
Yes. Would
To
do
my
any,
future.
Would you like to do any psychic?
So I don't have any, but
Okay.
that would be the next step, wouldn't it? So it
Yes.
then follows the sort
It
of
follows
normal.
the normal Warhammer
flow.
40k step.
Okay. I don't have any shooting because it doesn't
Okay.
seem like anyone can see anybody.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of doors shut and it's all just happening. So
Yep.
that's it really. So I guess it's your go.
Yeah, cool. I didn't declare a canticle this turn. It doesn't really matter, so I'm not
Okay.
going to do
Oh,
one.
I'm in the Devastator doctrine.
Right.
Do we get any points for being battle ready or anything like that?
Yeah, 10. You get your 10.
You get 10
Your normal
points.
10, yeah.
Well, I'm going to give both of you then 10 points, you lucky devils.
Thanks,
Draw.
Steve. Always got my back.
So,
Lovely dark fruit.
Okay, right, cool. Some blue stuff has said, I'd love to play, but it's way too expensive for the terrain and the book. I would recommend getting the book. Okay, definitely get the books. That allows you, obviously, to get the rules. And then I'm sure you could probably make your own terrain.
Yeah.
You could probably make your own terrain with some sort of card or like plastic card or like a real heavy
Frame or
board. Yeah. And then all you'd need is some kind of literally some sort of mount board, I would suggest, and then basically score into it the size of the squares. Michael, how big are the squares? Can you measure one for me quickly?
A square is like just under 5, so I would say it's
5-inch square?
12,
Roughly a 5-inch square?
yeah, or 12 centimeters if you want to work in centimeters.
12 centimeters by 12 centimeters, yeah?
Yeah.
Score that out, and I think you'd be pretty decent. Yeah, you could get going. You know, we've used pipes. You could use some of that. You just kind of need something to kind of be the layout that you get in the terrain book, all right? And then you're pretty good to go. And then obviously, as you accumulate some funds, you could get the terrain set, or you might be able to pick some up second hand or whatever. I know loads of people had it from the kill team. You just need 2 of the kill team boxes, and that will get you going as well, all right? So we never want anybody to feel like they're kind of unable to play. Whatever we can do to help, let us know, okay?
Yeah. I think it's fair to say as well, like there's a lot of people who would just like to try it, and you don't want to have to invest loads of money, and then because the worst thing would be investing loads of money and then finding out you don't like it.
Yeah.
Because obviously everybody's different.
But it'd be great for a club just to all chip in and get a board, because you could probably have a little tournament of boarding actions with one set of terrain.
I know a load of people who have a gaming club near me. And what they've done is, because they all play Kill Team, they've all got it all anyway. And they're going to try playing it when, obviously, it's on general release this Saturday. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to see if they like it. And if they do, they're going to get some more for every table.
Jake, guess how many likes we've got now on the video?
It better be 69 on flipping the table.
It's 69.
Okay, good.
You leave that table alone.
Table's good today. Even if it was 70, I still would have flipped it.
Yeah.
Out of anger.
What if it was 6,969? That's 69.
Potential table flip, but on a technicality, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Right,
We'll have to go
I'm done.
video.
I'm done. So a few things to note. I was going to advance a unit over there, but I changed my mind. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an action to Overwatch.
Oh, okay. So, right. So Overwatch, we know what Overwatch is in 40K, but how does it work in this then?
So Overwatch now, it's not a stratagem.
Okay.
You declare it as an action after you've moved. And then if an enemy unit finishes a move or opens a door within line of sight, you can immediately fire at them.
Oh.
Okay. But it's at ballistic skill 6+, like normal Overwatch and 40K. So yeah, that's they're
and
on
obviously,
the edge of the board there.
if we just keep that camera, Seb, on those destroyers right now for us, Michael, you've got 2 models there that are in front of another model.
Yes.
So does that mean all of them can shoot?
No.
Okay, so who can shoot?
So just the front 2 models can shoot, because in boarding actions you can't shoot through other models.
Oh, okay.
You need to have a clear line.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So there are specific ways you can place models to make the most of it, but the disadvantage of these breaches being on massive bases is it's quite difficult to get all of them to shoot.
No, of course. So that's obviously something very key to note. So line of sight is a model by model basis. Also
worth noting, if there's 2 enemy units down a corridor, you can't shoot the one at the back if there's one behind.
So you have to shoot the closest enemy unit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So obviously
is that with Overwatch or just the shoot?
Everything. Anytime you shoot, yeah.
Okay, you always got to shoot the closest thing.
Whatever's in the way, basically.
Right.
So you could shoot something at the back, provided you can get a clean line to it.
Okay.
But the moment it hits the other unit.
Yeah, exactly.
So essentially, what you can do is do things like having a puny unit like Rangers in front of your Cataphrons, to just try and block out your opponent shooting them. So
exactly
very clever.
We are going to be bringing out a Learn to Play course, and we're going to be actually going over a lot more of the tactics side of things. So obviously we're kind of teaching you as we go today, but the Learn to Play course that we're going to have available, there is a link to that in our description. You can get signed up for it. Also links on our battle report. If you sign up for that waiting list, you'll get a really good discount when we go live with that course. But it's going to be more about the tactical nuances and actually kind of how to master the game from a tactical and strategy point of view, so you can learn the tricks and tips that we've gone through in order to bring you this today. All right?
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. So we're going into your turn 2.
Yep. So what happens?
Get a CP.
So we only get a CP at the start of each battle round.
No, it's each command phase.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So I'm now on 6.
Cool. You have.
So I'm in the tactical doctrine now.
You're not on any objectives.
No, so I don't actually get any points.
So the control objective, you've got to be within 1 inch. Sorry, we did get that wrong in the battle report. And none of us are within
You've got to be
range of
within
an
an
objective.
inch.
Within an
That's
inch.
not that
Yeah, it's
far.
quite
Actually, no,
quite
that's
tough.
a lot. That's a lot. That's what I tell myself.
Okay.
Right. So now what we're going to do? So I'm going to put.
So we're in turn 2 now.
Yeah.
We're in turn 2.
And a gun has not been fired.
I do have to declare Shroud's Arm as my canticle.
That's okay.
Which is light cover.
So Marneus Calgar is going to give the aggressors here re-roll all their hits.
Lovely.
Okay, now we're going to move.
All right.
So, should we do the Overwatch thing first? Because I'm about to move out.
You can do.
So,
Are you sure you want to move out?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
That's a bold move, that, Jake.
Well, I want to shoot. So I'm only going to get 2 that we'll be able to see. So, right. So you Overwatch now, right?
That's right. That's exactly
Cool.
what would happen. Yes.
What if, like, I moved out,
Yeah.
but the door was open,
Right.
and I see you, and who goes first? Do I shut the door first, or do you Overwatch me first?
So it'd be as soon as you move into like end a move.
No, I think that's like a reaction test.
Funny enough, you can like try and hold doors against other people.
Oh, really?
And stop them opening them, which can lead to some very funny interactions.
I think if you roll 3 dice
Yeah.
and they all come up 666,
Okay.
you can shut the door before you get overwatched.
Okay,
I think that's
so-
fair.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can.
House rule it. We're house ruling.
where-
No, you're
Where
getting
is
shot.
the door?
There's no door.
Oh, okay, right.
If there was, he's just getting his practice in. All right. Okay, here we go then. Overwatch time.
Yes.
So-
I'm going to overcharge.
Okay.
'Cause
Bold
I'm
move.
Feeling lucky.
Okay. Punk.
Um,
So you
okay.
get 3
So I
shots.
get 3 shots.
That's good. But could you CP reroll one of those?
I could.
shots,
I may
or-
as well at this
Yeah.
stage.
Oh, but then
I'll
you couldn't CP reroll a 1 if you rolled it when you overcharge.
That's fine. It's just a mortal wound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Do
for
you not
these
want to
guys,
reroll the 1?
Thankfully, just double check. Yeah, it is a mortal wound.
Do you want to not reroll the 1?
Well, I rolled them both at the same time, so in the interest of fair play,
No,
I'm
I
going to
don't
re-roll
mind.
the 2.
Okay. Oh, you
There
got a
you go.
6 either way. So.
There you go.
Okay, so one dude has 6 shots, the other has 1 shot.
That's right. But the mortal wounds are suffered by the unit.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You did just say that. Right.
That's right.
Silly Jake.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh. I've hit you 3 times, Jake. This is strength 8.
So I'm toughness 5, and you wounded once. Very
Yes.
good.
There you go.
So AP.
3.
So no armor of contempt. Not that we had it anyway. Yes. So AP 3. So I get a 6+ armor save.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw those 6. It bounced off. Okay.
2 damage.
2 damage. So 1 is on 1 wound. So right. Other thing. Obviously, you were talking about line of sight.
Yes.
How does putting wounds on a model work? Because obviously I've got 1 dude here. For my benefit, obviously I would put him on a wound.
Right.
So I got more shots, but
When you shoot at targets,
Yeah.
they can only allocate wounds that the shooting unit can see. So
Okay.
they can only allocate wounds
So-
to models that the shooting unit
okay.
can see.
And coherency is still 2 inches, isn't it?
That's right.
Okay.
yes.
So what I'll do, I'll put it on the dude that's not the sergeant.
Okay.
So there's this guy here.
Right.
'Cause
Oh,
obviously
are you
I'm-
within currency though?
Yeah, that's what I
okay,
just
cool. I was
checked.
just double checking. Yeah.
No,
Right,
Michael.
brilliant.
I've just checked it and gone. Do you know what? Actually, you're gonna die.
Now I do have Cognis Flamers, which I will also fire.
Okay.
But of course, just the
You
2
can't
models.
scare me.
So that's
Mind your head there, Michael.
sorry, that's 4 plus another 4 because they're
Oh,
d6
yeah.
plus 2.
Oh, okay. That's good. I'm toughness 5
Okay. Why are we using these dice again?
because we like them.
2 wounds.
Sorry,
is-
Michael, to be a pain. You're going to have to keep your head to one side, mate.
My bad. No AP. No AP.
Roll in from the side.
I'm good.
Damn.
So they survived. So nothing else happens.
That's
Do they
right.
not get scared? Wetting their pantaloons? No? All good there. Right, so now what we're going to do is these intercessors.
So we're now carrying on with Jake's movement phase. If you've just joined us, basically, Michael did an action to Overwatch. And basically what that means is when you set to Overwatch, if basically your opponent moves a unit and ends their moves in line of sight, you can then shoot on and you hit on 6s. Okay.
Okay.
So did a couple of damage to an aggressor there.
actually, if I action to shut a door, can I do anything else?
Yeah, because the action's finished at the end of your movement phase.
So what it'll do is it'll go, manners cost nothing, we weren't born in a barn, and then we'll put that, it'll shut the door. And then what we'll do is, I don't know how to go with next. Are they on Overwatch?
No, they opened the
Okay.
door.
Well, tell you what, oh no, there's no point. What a silly sausage I am. Right, so these aggressors, they can't really do anything, so they're also going to run. Can a unit hold more than one objective?
Well, it's only an inch, so that's going to be very, very unlikely. It's an inch. to
That's
hold
what
an
you
objective,
think.
right?
No, right, so we're going to run.
But
So
it
I
would
got a
follow the
3.
normal 40k rules
Okay,
in
so
that instance.
5 inches to here, and then 3 inches across.
Are you within an inch?
No.
Oh, it's a
You
shame.
may have to CP reroll it. I've got loads.
You've got a million,
Do
mate.
you mind if I
Yeah,
CP
yeah, you
reroll?
go for it, mate.
Okay, so I've got about 20,000. Oh, right, okay, so he actually goes an inch back. So he's going to come out and go,
Back it up.
okay. I'm really tempted for Calgar just to like swing out the door.
I got a question. Can you set to Overwatch after advancing?
No, because it's a normal action.
Oh, that's sad.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
the
it's
only one that you can do
is
is
doors.
the door.
Okay. But can you Jake, see through that door into those ranges? Because I believe those aggressors have got assault weapons.
Yeah. But this door's here, or does it just not count as
Remember, the
anything
open
now?
door is ignored completely.
Okay, I think one of them could see, like that
Yeah.
guy, and he's not going to be obscured by...
Like, could you have positioned them so they could have both shot?
I don't think I had enough movement. He can definitely see them, though.
Okay.
This guy here. So what we'll do, Calgar's just going to move behind them. And obviously, objective range doesn't count either, does it? Like through a wall.
No.
Cool. So I can't hold an objective through a wall.
No.
Because it's an inch.
Yes.
Also,
inch, yeah.
we've had a question here. Does the damage rule mean you can have multiple damaged models? No. So what would happen is, let's say you had a situation where only one model could be shot and you took some damage on him, but then the next time he was shot, he was now hidden from another unit. You'd still have to continue to take the damage on the model that's took the damage first, okay?
Yeah.
Just so it's kept nice and clean.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Love
so
it.
that's all me movement.
Okay.
So I'm going to do some shooting.
All right.
So we're going to start with this aggressor here, and he's going to shoot at that unit. So obviously I've got multiple weapons on him.
Yes.
Does that have any effect on him? So he can't, like, let's say like his bolters killed a certain amount, then he couldn't see anymore. Would that make a difference or not really?
Well, no, but you can still only kill what you can see.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So how many of them can I see there? Like 2?
It looks like 2.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'll do his bolters first. His
Okay.
bolt hands. So 4's because I ran, but he's
Re-rolling.
re-rolling it because of Minius.
It's Marneus, but okay.
Freeze. Good old Minius. 4 at -1 because
Minus
I'm in the
1,
tactical doctrine.
I'm not really going to get cover for the 2 because it's quite a clean line. You do kill the 2.
Cool.
But you don't kill any more than 2.
No, and obviously, so my other shots will be wasted, so there's no point doing that. Other than thing, obviously I've got some scouts here. There's 2 looking through the door. Could they shoot?
Yeah, absolutely. You
So
got 2
they've got
guys.
bolt guns. So
Yep.
I've got, so because I'm in the tactical doctrine, and like you said, I get my super doctrine, right?
That's right, yeah.
So that means so I've got one that's drawing a line of sight here, which means, and he's not going over that guy's base.
Yep,
And then that one's drawing line of sight there. So I've got 2 to shoot.
absolutely.
They're over 12 inches, but because of
You being an Ultramarine?
I'm an Ultramarine. I don't care. So
So you get bolter discipline,
yeah.
basically.
So 2 hits, 1 wound, -1.
-1.
Assuming you're fine.
I think that goes through. I think.
No,
Didn't you get light cover?
There are 4 up.
You
oh,
got
you
light
also got
cover.
shroud sign.
The shroud sign only works on the what are they
Oh,
called?
these guys.
The priesty part of the
The Mechanicus.
Mechanicus, yeah.
Cool.
The cult Mechanicus,
Right.
that's it.
So now these guys are going to fire.
No.
Chat, let us know are you enjoying boarding
Don't
actions?
do it.
Let us know.
So I might as well just roll it all at the same time.
Is this
right?
So you've got 2
better?
that can shoot, yeah?
Yeah.
Is this better than basically 40k in a live format? Let us know, chat. What do you think?
Right. So they're going to shoot.
Yep.
So I'll do the bolters first. So freeze, because they didn't run.
Yeah.
That was good. And then I assume they're toughness 5 because
They are toughness 5, yes.
So 4 saves.
4 saves.
That would have been really good if I had that strat for the extra thing. So -1.
-1, so I've got cover. So 1 goes through because I've got 3 at base.
Yeah, that's fine.
So 1 wound so far.
Cool. And then I've got me hat.
Yep, the
So-
assault launchers.
Yeah.
frag.
Do you know what? I'll CP
Storm
reroll the
launchers.
1.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
so you got 10.
Yeah. Get quite a lot of shots. I'm impressed. But not too impressed. Right, and then 2 more -1.
2 more -1, 3s. We're okay.
Cool. So 1 took a wound. So obviously,
Singular damage.
so obviously we're talking about this whole like models blocking.
Yeah.
Any way I could see both of them, does that mean he could still take wounds if it came to it?
Only
or?
if there was a clean line.
Okay, cool.
But
So
otherwise
he
it's
would
not
tank
technically
it.
visible to you
No, that's
until
right.
the front one's dead.
And then we're going to do some intercessors. They're
Okay.
going to shoot. So
Yeah.
obviously they're going to get. So only 2 of them will get to shoot.
That's right.
What about this guy?
So he is lookout sir protected
Yeah.
because he's got these guys within 3 through this open door.
Okay.
And these guys are closer.
Okay. Cool.
It's
So,
still the normal lookout sir.
but if the door was shut,
If this door was shut, you'd be able to shoot him.
cool.
Because you wouldn't be within 3.
I
Within
like
3,
it. And
yeah.
well, really, he was born in a barn because he didn't shut the door when he went through it.
Well, we don't,
Manners cost nothing.
we don't
Michael.
care. We're here for...
Manners cost 60 points, right? So we're going to shoot them guys. So freeze. So 3 hits. What's the toughness of a rust stalker?
3.
So freeze. That's 2 wounds. -2 this is because
-2.
I've got a bolt rifle.
So
Not me
Yar's
personally.
good.
Okay. So So what does that mean?
Which means we get cover.
Okay, so if you're obscured in this, you get like I'm not fit
That's
in
right.
it.
Yeah,
Because I'm not really being.
Yeah, because there's no turret. So is it 2 wounds?
Yeah.
2 wounds. Okay. So
Minus
one
2.
it's minus 2.
Yeah, because
Yes,
it's
so
a bolt rifle
they'll both
and
go
diamond thing.
And I was foolish and put my sergeant in sight.
Oh no.
So I'm going to kill the one that you can still see, but
Yeah.
isn't the sergeant.
Cool. So that was quite an eventful shooting phase. So charging. So, do you need line of sight to charge?
You do.
Okay, so these guys aren't going to get to charge.
Bit of a theme going along here, isn't there?
Yeah,
You
there's
need
a lot.
to be able to see stuff.
Yeah, it's like this reminds me of like old kill team, like back when it was units. You remember?
Yeah.
Very old kill team. I didn't enjoy
Like
that, but I
combat
like this a lot
patrol.
more because you can open doors.
Yes.
Because I like the idea of opening a door.
Right.
I don't get to do it enough in my real life, so I come to play the game.
So they're charging,
So yeah, so these aggressors are going to charge these guys,
Okay.
and these intercessors are going to charge the rust stalkers.
I can't overwatch or anything.
Okay, so we'll do these guys first.
So once you've overwatched once, you can't overwatch again.
That's right. Yeah.
So 5.
Yeah.
No, so I'm just going to measure to see if it's. I need a 9.
Okay.
I do you know what I will see it. 'Cause
Yes.
I want to
Yeah,
get them in.
makes sense.
Go on, lad.
I've got enough. Useless. And then these guys will charge here.
Yeah.
An 8.
Right. There's a door between us, Jake, which means engagement range is 2 inches through a door.
Oh, cool.
So
So
you get double inches.
can I fight through my people?
With the normal ½ inch rule, yes.
Okay, so.
And in melee, you don't have to see
Okay.
to kill things,
Oh, cool.
provided you're just in engagement range
Okay,
of
so
the unit.
these two are here. It's just this door is
Okay,
being a bit
yeah.
annoying.
Got some great feedback on boarding actions. I'll read that out when we're doing Michael's movement phase. I'll go through some of that. So thank you. We've also got a super
then I'll
chat
just
as
look
well.
at one there.
Super chat is a great way to support us here at VT, and we can also answer your questions. So thank you so much.
Cool. So I've charged.
Yes.
So now what?
Well, you fight.
We
Fight.
We
You
fight.
charge.
Okay, so
Now you fight.
engagement range is 2 inches.
Through the door, yes.
So I get 4 people to fight.
You can pile
So
in
this,
still.
In this case, you can pile in,
Yeah.
but you're going to need this guy to be within ½ an inch
Okay.
in order to let other people within ½ an inch of him
Okay.
fight.
So he's going to go through the door.
Yeah, you don't have to push him
So
through.
Yeah. He's,
Oh no, me on a Saturday.
What is he
bless
doing?
him. Like he's just
Um,
stumbling in.
so
like,
your best
"Ooh."
thing to do here is have one of them within ½ an inch.
Yeah.
Okay. Another one within 2 across the door.
Okay.
And then 2 models within ½ an inch of the guy
Okay.
who is within half.
And then this guy's going to sit back here
That's right,
and
yeah.
hold our objective. Cool.
Cool.
So
you got 4 in combat.
cool. So should we start with the Thunderhammer?
Fine. You do that.
Well, this is the same way you say fine about when I have an idea you don't like.
Well, I'd quite like to use these guys, but I think you might.
Right, we'll start with the normal piece. No, we'll start with the Thunderhammer. Cool. Right, ready? So so 4s because it's a Thunderhammer.
Yes.
Well, I hit twice. And do you know what? I've got so many ZP. I'm going to spend one and re-roll it. Oh, no. And then 2s to wound because
Yep.
I'm big strength. 1 wound, minus
1
2.
wound. I have a 5 with him. 1 is dead.
Right, there we go. And then I'll get 9 more attacks. So 3s, no rerolls. And then 2 more saves, no AP. That was quite bad.
That was pretty bad. So I make 1. Oh, no AP.
No
So I
AP,
make
no.
them both.
Cool.
All right.
So
well,
that's me 4.
I'm going to hit you back now. And I will pile in. So you can only pile in towards a visible target. So even if there was another guy on the other side of the door, I couldn't pile in towards them.
Yeah, so
even if
obviously
they're
this
closer.
guy technically would be closer, but you
Yeah.
can't see him. Because
Exactly.
he's John C.
And the same for
Michael,
consolidation.
side of the
was
dice,
just,
side of the dice, side of the dice tray.
Yes, that's right. Hitting on 3s. Okay, cool. So, 3s to hit you. These dice are terrible, aren't they?
Right, don't blame the dice for what
No,
you're
I mean,
doing.
they've been pretty bad for everybody, haven't they?
Well, no, I did
Um,
quite well.
Right, so I'm strength 5, but I'm riser, so I get +1 a wound.
Riser. 2s.
So that's 2 mortals
Oh.
and 4 saves at AP 3.
Oh.
Oh dear,
So 6 up. So, oh no.
That would be
that's 3 dead.
3 dead.
Oh no, that's not fun. Like, oh. look how they massacred my boys. Okay, so I'm sorry if anyone was offended. By that.
We've had a question.
Notepad.
Did TT send you guys the dice trait? No, I purchased it to support their campaign. Yeah,
And it's very nice.
It's nice to help out other content creators and support each other. So yeah, pretty good. Give TT a bit of love. They do a great job.
Yeah, shout out to them. Anyway,
Yeah.
they're a lot bigger than us.
So we have some morale checks to do. It's still the same as it was.
Okay, I'll just make sure mine's okay after watching my poor boys in blue.
You might
I
not
think
even have
I'm
to do one
alright.
because you're Ultramarines. You still get your +1 leadership.
Oh yeah, so I'm like leadership, what, 9 I think?
Yeah, leadership
so...
9. The Rust Stalkers.
Yeah,
lost,
I'm fine even with a 6. So that's
Rust
good.
Stalkers lost 2, so on a 6 they could lose some.
Oh, I saw the 6.
I saw it as well.
And-
They're okay. Rangers. They're okay.
So morale is still the same.
Morale's exactly the same.
Cool.
Yep.
Right, so that was a pretty eventful turn.
We're up to 192 viewers, guys. This is awesome. 97 likes. Get liking, get sharing with your friends. Tell everybody that's some awesome boarding actions and check it out. So if you want to get your gaming friends to actually play this game, give them the link, get them watching. So we're into now Michael's turn 2.
That's right.
So we both gained a CP.
Do we have any points on the table so far?
No, not yet.
Nobody's scored a point
Nobody's holding any objectives yet.
This is
Okay.
quite a hard mission to do that.
Yeah.
It is,
Because
yeah.
you've got to open the door, and then obviously you have to be courteous and close it.
Yeah.
And then what these guys have done, I'll allow this, because I'm currently blocking the door.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, we're coming.
Right, well, Michael, as Michael does movement phase, if you guys, I'm just going to mute you both, actually, because you can't be trusted to not talk. So we've got a couple of super chats. Alexander's super chatted in with 11.99. VT, thank you for the best 40k content. Awesome. WDYT, about the list of 20 Scions, 3 Bulgarins, a Commissar, and Tempesta Prime with Ogrin, Bodyguard Prime. How would you combat squad special weapons on Scions? Right, well, I'm actually going to put that question to Michael after he's finished his movement phase, because he knows that Guard Codex much better than I. So thank you so much for your super chat. We will get back to that. Cheap and Tacky said the small size is easier following along, but there's still a lot going on with terrain. This is for Lou Hammer. This is 40k perfection. Great to watch. Great visual. Hope it keeps casual narrative competitors as fun, but it can overtake a lot of the space. I think this is from Synthus. I think boarding actions as an introductory game is needed. It's pity it's overpriced terrain set, but maybe they'll adapt it for the next version. Professor Jockle said faster play makes it interesting to watch live, more adaptable for 40k. I love boarding actions as a live format. So really less strat bloat as well, more fun. This is so much more streamlined even when player learning it. Yeah, I agree with all these kind of comments, which is great. Yeah. This is awesome. Had some other questions here as well. Squat's going to be nice for boarding actions. Yeah, we can get those on the channel as well at some point. Rabdar said there's a lot of advancing and boarding actions I've seen, not a lot of line of sight to worry about with the walls. Yeah, you got to get into combat as quickly as you can, really, in this game. Professor Jockle and TT supports VT, I guess. That's why they call it a circular economy. Hopefully TT support VT. That'd be great. Good to support each other. Right, I know they did some awesome boarding actions content as well, so go and check that out. This is a unit being deployed, is it?
That's right. So coming on from strategic reserves, we've got
Reinforcements.
electro priests and the guys. So yeah, it is strategic reserves, but you just come in from your entry zone rather than the board edge.
I had you muted, so yeah. Okay.
Oh right, sorry. Yeah, strategic reserves. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Michael, can you quickly answer this question, please?
Yes.
Thank you for the best 40k content. WDYT, about the list of 20 Scions. What does that mean?
What do you mean? What do you think?
Okay, cool.
What do you mean?
What do you think about the list of 20 Scions, 3 Bulgarins, a Commissar, and a Tempesta Prime with Ogrin Bodyguard? How would you combat special weapons on Scions? I'm assuming this is relating to boarding actions.
Yeah.
Could be pretty cool.
I think it'd be really cool. I think I'd probably kit them out to have like an anti-infantry or a longer ranged.
Can you only take one
supporting
character
squad.
though?
So for guard, you can take 3.
Ugh, of course they get
3
loads.
characters, but none of them can have more than 5 wounds.
Right.
So yeah.
How many does a Bulgarin bodyguard have?
Well, he's not a character because
What?
he joins a command squad, and when you run command squads with the guard in boarding patrols, you can only have one attaché, which is like your officer of the fleet or your bodyguard.
Are we what?
But I would combat squad them based on
Attaché.
range.
Are we a combat command squad? So Seb's the Vox guy, I'm the medic, you're the flag bearer, and Steve's the Ogrin bodyguard.
Who's the medic?
commander?
I'm the medic.
Because you're a magic sponge.
Yeah. I go, oh no, lemon pledge. It's like, lemon pledge won't fix this, Jake. I'm like, no.
You're Jake Sponge Bob
Magic
Square
sponge
Shorts.
charging.
Yeah.
No, it's what did we say? Sponge Jake Square Shorts.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot some things now.
Blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay.
Basically, blah blah blah. So I've just moved through the door with the Rangers onto the objective. I've moved the breaches, the destroyers onto the objective.
Bit slow with that cam, please, Seb. You know, it's a bit speedy there. Slow it down, man.
I'm going to fire the...
Getting motion sickness over here.
I'm going to fire the destroyers first.
Yeah, let's always work left to right or something. That'll make life easy.
Oh, do I overcharge? Because if I overcharge and kill my boy, I don't have the objective anymore. Because he's the one that's wounded.
Yeah, he's quite tubby as well, isn't
Then
he?
if I don't kill you, you're going to come and kill him anyway. So I think I have to just shoot everything at you. We'll see how it goes.
Well, do you need to re-roll him separately then?
No, because the unit takes the mortal wounds.
Of course.
Right, so he's going to take the mortal wounds because he's wounded already.
Yeah.
I've got nobody that can actually see this guy.
So he's then
So
going to come out
I'm
and be
actually
like...
not going to overcharge because I think that'd be too much firepower to kill just the two aggressors I can see. So no overcharging. Jeez, these are not doing well, are they?
No.
I will command point reroll one of these because I can.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, cool. So that's 10 plasma shots. No riser plasma stratagem,
No,
sadly.
that's okay.
It is 4s to hit you. I do indeed kill that guy,
Oh no.
but it might be worth it.
And toughness 5.
Yeah. So that is 3 wounds.
Okay.
AP 3,
So 6 up. I failed
2
them all.
damage each.
So that will kill both.
Excellent. And
Oh,
I
no.
die in return.
Oh no. Oh
All right.
golly.
Oh, good God.
Oh good gracious.
And then I'm going to fire an eradication beamer at your aggressors with my tech priest.
But isn't your guys in the way?
Oh yeah, they are. No.
Did you mean to do that, or did you do that purposely so then you could show the camera?
No, I didn't mean to do that.
Did you really?
No, yeah.
No, because you do that thing.
You genuinely forget. It's like
It's,
you're
no,
gonna forget in this
that
game.
you have hard decisions to make.
He
Yeah.
just went through a door and didn't shut it. Right, this is the narrative now we have. This boarding action is who was born in a barn or not. My Ultramarines were not born in a barn, and these people seem to be born in barns. Stephen, your
Yeah.
thoughts?
Yes, I agree with everything you ever say. Because you
Ever?
are handsome.
You just get lost in my eyes, that's the problem. Right,
That is my shooting because the range is advanced.
I bet flamers are good in this, as where there's no balance take.
We've got a super chat.
Yep.
Dominica Walker said, "I want a Steven versus Spider rematch." Myself and Lawrence did.
White Dwarf.
We played, in the White Dwarf magazine. I was using my sisters. Lawrence was running his Drakari, and we did that as part of the Nephilim, wasn't it? What are we playing at the minute?
was
It was the
Nachmund, wasn't
first one. It was
Nachmund, I think.
Nachmund, yeah, it was the
When you
Nachmund
guys-
review. We did that. That was an awesome game. So yeah, rematch would be cool.
Do you want me to, like, spoiler alert for people? You can go see another game they played from about 5 years ago, where Steve played him at Warhammer World. So if you go, I think you have to sadly subscribe to the Warhammer Twitch channel. The only reason I say sadly is because obviously it's like 4 editions ago, right? So you'll see an outdated game.
Or you could watch the first ever video I ever released,
Yeah.
and I reviewed it.
Yeah. Well, no, not the first ever video you released, Steve.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that was on
Not
Recipe
the
Box.
first ever video you released.
On this
Steve.
channel, sorry. On this channel.
Because the first ever video Steve released it's probably the single greatest bit of content I've ever seen, at least on the YouTube space. Dubbed Recipe Box.
We've got a question here from Jamie. Said, I'm a previous silver member. The content was so amazing. Is there an option to subscribe to next season? As I know there are some changes, but also a lot will stay the same. Yeah, so in regards to the Arcs Omen, all of that stuff will be updated in the Academy. So yeah, Jamie, shoot me an email and we can get you sorted out back with your community membership. Once you've been an Academy member, it is basically $10 a month to continue your membership with us. You get access to all the live lessons and help and everything else that we offer throughout the week. So yeah, Jamie, we can sort you out with that $10 option because you've already been an Academy student.
How great. That's very good.
Okay, we've also got another £20 from Death Guard Dave Super Chat. What a legend. LVO boarding action will be at the bar, chaps. Okay. That'd be great.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
right.
this would be a dangerous drinking game. Could you imagine? Every
Yeah.
time you open a door, oh no! Every time you don't close a door, like, oh no!
Yeah, shots at the bar.
Shots at the bar.
I love it. Okay, cool.
I
Yeah,
laugh at it.
right. Dexter is put, I used my sisters in quotation marks. Sounds ambiguous. Don't know. No, my sisters of battle. You know, that's it. Keep it clean.
Adeptus Sororitas.
Keep it clean.
Nice.
Keep it clean. Right, Michael. Where are we at now in this game anyway?
I am about to charge
Where?
with these Electro Priests
Yeah.
into these aggressors.
Okay.
So I can't Overwatch because that's an action.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So here we go. Right, that's a 9, which is a 10 because I get +1 to charge.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to move in nice and...
What is there like not that I can do it right now, but is there heroic intervention still?
There is still heroic intervention, but you do have to be visible
Okay.
to the unit that you're intervening. Or rather, you have to see the unit you're intervening into. You can't intervene around walls or anything. Even if someone's within 3 inches on the other side of a wall, that doesn't mean you can heroically intervene at all.
How interesting.
Okay.
I'm excited.
The other thing is set to defend. That's also an action. Works just like Overwatch, except for combat, you get +1 to hit.
Okay. So if you think
yeah.
you're going to get charged,
Exactly. You wait round a wall and you set to defend.
yeah, and you go, so,
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Right. So obviously combat charging goes first, I
Yes,
presume. So
yes.
let's see what these guys can do.
Are
they
let's
good?
Work out. I think
I don't
they're
think I've
good.
ever seen anyone use the ones that don't have hands,
I think they're good.
like the. Z-
We're about to find out. So it's 10 attacks. I think there's a thing where after they've finished a charge move, select one enemy unit with engagement range and roll 1d6 for each model with this unit that is in engagement range, which will be 4 of us. On a 6 you take a mortal,
Okay.
so nothing. That's fine, we've done that, that's out of the way. And then 2 attacks each and we're just going to hit you. So
Yeah, that's fine.
3s. I do reroll 1s. Unfortunately, I haven't rerolled it. I haven't rolled any.
I haven't rerolled anyone.
And then with strength 5,
I'm toughness 5.
but with riser, so you get +1 to wound.
Yeah, that's quite useful, isn't it?
So 3s.
Oh.
Okay, that was quite good.
Okay.
Um,
6s mean anything
yeah, I think they do.
other than
actually.
like moral victory?
A 6 is 2 mortal wounds instead.
Oh,
Wow.
So that's wow.
4
Oh,
mortal wounds.
Okay, so that's 1 dead and 1 on 2. That's done at the end, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Resolve
yeah.
the saves
Yeah,
first.
that's right. So
Okay, so
they're AP2.
So 5 up. I failed them all.
Okay, and they're 2 damage each as well.
Okay, so 2 will take on that one,
Mhm.
and then the other
And
one
then
will put
2
him on
damage,
1, and then 4
4
mortal
wounds.
wounds kill the whole unit.
Wow.
Oh wow, very good. All right, well, don't worry, Marneus Calgar's there,
my days.
ready to tussle.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. But I think riser, if you take a combat-based thingy, a combat-based trait, I think that's going to help you a fair bit in boarding
Well,
actions.
don't worry, kiddos, because Calgar's ready to tussle.
Yeah, so my unit can obviously consolidate
Yeah.
towards Calgar because I can see him.
Okay.
Now over to Mr. Thunderhammer.
So obviously now combat resumes as it is standard,
Yes.
so I get to make the first activation because it's Michael's turn.
That's right.
There's no charges. So Thunderhammer first. Oh, right, I'm going to re-roll one of the hits. I'm going to do it. Oh, okay, so 2 hits. 2s. Oh, useless toffee, man.
That
Right.
was- yeah.
So 1 invulnerable save.
5 up?
Yeah.
Nope.
3 damage. Bang.
Smack another one's lights out.
And then 2 more. 1 hit. No wounds. That's
Okay.
very sad. So time to tussle again.
Time to tussle. We have just a 2 left. And these are 3s to hit you.
So this is the Rust Stalkers back at those interceptors.
3s to wound.
Intercessors?
Intercessors. Oh,
None.
1 wound.
No, 1.
Because they're strength 5, AP3. 1 damage.
Okay. So 1 more wound. Oh no, wait, we have dice.
We do have wound dice.
Silly boy. Right, so there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
I've had some questions about how hard it was to paint the terrain. So, we made a couple of modifications to the terrain, Michael,
Yes.
didn't we? To make it a little bit
I might
easier.
actually demonstrate it.
Yeah,
Where's Zebcam looking?
Right.
Let's look at this. Okay.
Okay, so what we did was, these actually come with little hooks on the top, don't they?
Yeah.
We cut the hooks off. Because what we like to do is just push it in.
Yeah.
We don't like to have to take the tops off and try and fiddle around. We just like to... Stop laughing, Michael.
Sorry.
We just like to be able to
No, admittedly, it's because I started
fit.
laughing.
Don't clip that.
push fit, clip the top off, and then you can push it in and it holds nicely.
I have heard
Now,
that.
a lot of this has been painted with an airbrush. Okay, and you can get your airbrush from Harder and Steenbeck. They do some awesome ones. So I primed everything black. Okay, first of all with Colourforge Black matte spray. Then what we did was I basically did a dry brush of basically white all over it. Okay, then I put some orange through the entire airbrush. Okay, went over everything with like a rusty colour, and then we did a dry brush of some silver. We did a dry brush of some black. We then boxed in some details, a bit of skull kind of colours on the skulls, some pipes, some reds and stuff.
Yep.
And then I did white all over all the lights and all of the screens. And then what I did was I picked like a really super bright airbrush colour and went over that and kind of did like a sort of OSL kind of vibe. So it kind of really sticks to the white. And then I kind of went around the outskirts. That did it. And then I picked that same colour, turned the piece of terrain to one angle, and then sprayed it in that colour as well. And then I turned it the other side and sprayed it in that angle that gives it kind of nice glowy effect. And then I got Blood for the Blood God and just sprayed it everywhere using a kind of toothbrush and made mess everywhere. And I just kind of felt like Angron's been through here, killed all the cultists, and that's what we've done. And then we painted on some really dodgy hazard lines so you guys can see where the
doors are from above.
This one in particular is definitely
hazardous.
Has seen better days.
But I would recommend doing that. It doesn't matter how dodgy they are; they're so helpful for knowing where all the doors are from above.
Yeah, definitely. This has made this game a lot easier by doing that. So I would also recommend that, especially as I said, I haven't played this yet. So already that has helped me a lot. So right. So end of the turn.
Yes.
I don't need any morale because luckily I still have a high leadership.
Yep.
But is there going to be any points scored or not really?
No.
Cool.
Because it's just holding objectives in your command phase.
Right. So
at the end of the game.
Start of my turn.
Yeah.
I get a command point.
You do.
I don't get any points, Steve.
You're still not scored any points.
Nobody's scored any points yet.
But
It's all going to kick off though.
But so I'm going to stay in tactical doctrine. But Marneus Calgar is going to give himself his rerolls because he is about to punch.
He is about to punch.
Right, so we'll do my movement.
Yeah.
So scouts.
If you've got any questions, get them in and I can answer those while Jake is doing his movement phase.
And as it is good manners, so sorry, we're going to move these very exactly.
Stop closing doors, start shooting guns.
Stephen, please. It is good manners, right? We are Ultramarines. They have good manners, right? And then Calgar's going to come this way.
If you do an action on the objective, Michael, to hold down the objective to make it yours, can you still fight and stuff, or does the action fail?
Like
a normal action.
100% on that. So
that's
in
something you
case
can do.
anyone wasn't aware, if you're a troops choice or you're OBSEC, or OBSEC because you're a troops choice, you can do an action on an objective, provided you didn't advance or fall back, any of that, and it becomes what we call sticky. So you still count as holding that objective even if you're not on it until your opponent takes it from you.
I've just remembered they're not actually infiltrators, they're actually
They are
scouts, so they're not troops anyway.
Yes, unfortunately.
But it's good because I didn't know you could even do that, so that's very good.
You can't do the action on an objective where there's any enemy models.
No, that's fine. Cool. So we're going to move into shooting, aka brutalization phase. So this aggressor here is going to shoot these cataphrons.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Sorry. Right. It was just the humanity.
So the
Are you having a
action's
biscuit?
completed at the start of your next command phase.
Are you having a biscuit?
I'm having a biscuit, yeah.
I like the biscuits. They're nice. What brand are they? Let's just quickly investigate. They are Tower Gate. Now everyone in the chat, I want you to tell me.
Where are they from, Sub?
Huh? Lidl? A little on price. So what I want people in the chat to tell me is what their favourite biscuit brand, or cookie, depending on where you're from, is.
I've got a canticle.
What's that mean?
It's called Litany of the Electromancer.
Litany.
It is pretty lit, actually.
Yeah,
so the Cult Mechanicus units are -1 hit and melee.
Oh, cool. Right. Well, what's your favourite biscuit brand? Now you sound like a microwave.
Don't make that noise. That's probably not enjoyable.
Probably.
What's your
Probably
favourite
not.
biscuit brand?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Stephen?
Hobnob.
A hobnob.
I like them crunchy and oaty.
Mine's a Maryland. Oh, I do like a Maryland.
Is Hobnobber...
Right, okay, we're not going on to
Hobnob
technicalities of what and
Oh,
what
just-
isn't a biscuit slash
I
cookie.
mean, you didn't say favourite biscuit, you said brand.
Whatever. Well, VT's my favourite brand. Isn't it?
Well, then McVitie's.
I like fox crunches.
Okay,
They're top.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Now, everyone, tell me your favourite cookie/biscuit in the comments. This aggressor's going to shoot this guy.
Cool.
So we'll start with his bowlers.
Yes.
So freeze.
Very
Oh,
good.
that was good.
Very good.
And then 5s. 2 wounds -1.
Okay.
Because we're still in tactical doctrine.
I don't have cover, but I do save them both.
And then frag storm, 1 shot that hits, and it doesn't wound. So
Hang on a minute. Andy the Tech Dag, he said gold bars, and then he's put or Jaffa cakes.
No.
Let's save this one for another time.
That is a conversation for off-the-table boarding actions. Listen. No, I'm talking to you, because
Me?
Jaffa cakes are a biscuit.
No, they're not. It's a cake.
Sorry, there was a whole scientific project about it, and Professor Wheato was there as well, right? And Professor Wheato is obviously a trained professional. I'm going to shoot their pistols into combat.
Yes, please do.
1 hit,
Yeah.
1 wound,
Okay.
-0.
Okay.
Would you like to get the dice tray up for us, Stephen?
We've had a question earlier about can Jake stay in the tactical doctrine? Yes, because that is still part of the rules because we're only in turn 3. So you go Devastator, you move to tactical, but in turn 3 you can remain in tactical one more time before you move on to the assault doctrine.
So because, again, we're not using the balanced data state, we have to abide by the codex. So this is my last turn of tactical.
That's right.
Which is sad. Right, so now what we're going to do is Calgar's going to shoot the Electro Priest because obviously they are closer, meaning I can't shoot the Rangers.
They're in the way.
So Calgar hitting on 2s with rerolls, doesn't need it because he is the chapter master, and then toughness of them.
3.
Oh, cool. So freeze. That was bad. 2 wounds. I'll CP. I've got loads of CP to burn. One of them. That's 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
-2, isn't
-2
it?
because
I
I'm in
killed a
tactical
unit in melee, I now have a 4-up in them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
So
And it's 2 damage.
2 damage. I believe I have a 5-up Film of Pain as
That's
well.
what he does. He dabs. Epic.
Yeah,
dabbing
5-up
game.
Film of Pain as well. So 1 dice.
Cool.
2 die. Yeah, they're 1 wound each. 2 die.
But it's only 2 damage.
Oh, sorry. 1 dice.
Yeah.
Thank
Cool.
you.
And then
Got my Age of Sigmar head on there.
yeah. And then so shooting, because you said obviously I've got to be closer. Model
Not
by model.
closer. In the way.
Oh right, okay. So all of these scouts. So 1, 2, 3 scouts can shoot them.
Yeah, provided you've got a clear line.
4 scouts will shoot them.
Yeah.
Shoot the electro dudes.
No, Stephen. Calgar wants to hit them in combat because he's very angry because they're not shutting
You
doors.
can actually shoot the Dominus because he's not in lookout, sir.
The Donimus, but I want to shoot these guys.
That's fair.
Okay. So,
Yeah, the Rangers will be easy to kill,
yeah,
won't
so
they?
4 scouts will shoot them because this guy everybody's in the way, so he will shoot the Electro Priest.
Alrighty.
So we'll start him into the Electro Priest. I think scouts are core, I assume, right?
They are cool.
So 3s, rerolling 1s, both hit. What toughness are they? 3?
Yeah.
1 wound into the Electro Priest, -1, but obviously I don't think that'll matter.
They're fine.
Loves it. I love it. I'm loving it. Loving it.
Can you just move that Ultramarine? It's really annoying me that he's facing the wrong way.
Oh, there's another one. And then,
And mainly the guy at the front.
oh, look how many 1s I just rolled.
It's because they're all facing the wrong way.
No. Oh, look, that's fine now. And then freeze.
Yep.
So that's 5 at -1 on those Rangers.
Rangers. Okay.
That was good.
Okay.
So only 2 die.
Did a scout just kill something?
Yeah.
I've never ever seen this happen.
I don't think anyone in 9th edition has ever seen a scout. I'm
No.
actually tempted to run some just so people know what they look like again. Right, and then we're going to charge. So, Aggressor's going to charge the Cataphrons.
Okay.
Calgar is going to charge the Electro Priests.
Okay.
And the Scout is going to charge the Rangers.
The Ranger.
Ranger, right.
Let's do this.
Where's Zordon? Right. And then,
Charge!
so
Cool.
Aggressor is in.
Yep.
So he's just going to make sure he's within an inch of that unit and then within an inch of the objective.
Yep.
And then Calgar is 10. So he's not 10, like he's obviously quite a lot older than that, but he rolled a 10. And then the Scouts are also in.
Cool. Okay.
So what they're going to do is they're going to get a bit of the old...
I think we might see some points start being scored finally.
Well, Michael, you're definitely about to... Oh, wait, no, actually, if I kill you off this, I don't think you're going to hold it, which is very good. Right, so obviously there is still combat interrupt, isn't there?
There is still...
So I'm going to go with Calgar.
Okay.
Minius, Calgar.
Yes.
Here we go.
So he hits on 2s, re-rolling.
I am -1 to hit.
He hits on 3s, re-rolling. Oh. And then he's strength 8,
Okay.
so 2s.
Cool.
So 5 invulnerable save. Meow, 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 meow.
4
That's what he does.
invuns with our magic staffs.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay, so 3, and I believe they FAQ'd him so he has 2 damage each on his
Is it 2 damage
gauntlets
each?
of Ultramar.
What was it before?
D3.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously it's like a power fist, isn't it? It's
So,
basically a power fist that is
first one, second one, and the last one.
So 3 dead.
3 dead, leaves 1 alive. I am going to take the one at the back.
Yeah, and then I will consolidate base to base him, meaning he can't move anywhere.
Okay.
So no cheeky shenanigans.
Sneaky.
Would you like to combat interrupt? So bear in mind this
think-
unit you'll get to fight with before me anyway.
I think I will, just in case I can hurt that breacher.
Oh, look at
Not breacher,
Calgar.
the aggressor.
We've got Liam Dempsey in the chat.
Hi, Liam.
Nice.
There's a bit of discussion about some of the Arcs of Omen for both match play and narrative play. So for boarding actions specifically, you cannot use the balanced data slate.
Yeah.
Okay, you just use the points. However, obviously, you can use the balance update for competitive 40k
Yeah.
and or narrative competitive, narrative 40k as well. Okay,
Narrative competitive.
but for boarding actions, we don't use it.
No,
all
that's
right?
fine. No, that's fine.
Just because I think there's
obviously
going to be a lot
it's
of
match play.
yeah, there's going to be a lot of confusion about that. But like I said, I did speak to Games Workshop today about it, and yeah, basically no balance update for this.
Yeah.
So I'm actually
But
going
you
to
do get
interrupt
Lady Cartman.
with this guy,
Yes.
because you could pile in with your scouts
Hmm.
and actually kill him.
But they declared the Rangers as a charge target.
So they can't.
So they can't
force-
fight him,
of course.
sadly.
Well, I'll just interrupt with the destroyer.
Yes. So
Destroyers. Yep, pile me in, but I'm going to go the full 3 inches
Yeah,
so,
so
I
you
can
can-
get on the
so
objective.
we can test that at the moment. Oh, no,
Well,
you're true.
I'm troop, so I'm obsec.
Ooh.
So
You
I hold
personally?
it until you kill me.
Yeah.
I'm hitting you on 4s.
Yep.
That was good, and I'm wounding you on 3s because you charged me and I'm riser.
Oh, very good.
So that's 3 wounds, no AP.
There you say 3 up. Oh.
Yeah, have
So
it.
I'm now on 2 wounds. Very sad. But now I do have a bit more freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll fight here first. So we'll do the Scout Sergeant.
Yep.
So he gets 2 attacks, 3 attacks. He has chainswords, 4 attacks. 3 hits. 3 wounds, -1
Oh, dear.
into the range. Let's just see if it kills him. And it
-1,
does,
that
yeah.
will kill him. Yeah.
Cool. So that's good. We killed a unit.
Woohoo!
Woo. And then they're just gonna huddle. And then sorry, my aggressor. So
Yes.
he gets, how many attacks does aggressor get base?
3 base.
3, so his sergeant gets 4 attacks.
He's not my sergeant because I had that one out. So I say
Oh.
4
Yeah,
attacks
so
because I charged.
In boarding actions, it's really important to mark your sergeants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 attacks because I charged.
Yep.
So 4s. I'm tempted to CP it. I've got loads, so I had to.
Yeah.
I'll do it. CP. Oh, no, no.
I'll do
And
it.
then 3s, 1 wound, -3 because it's power fist.
Got 6 up in Van, I believe.
Oh, nice. So,
Wow.
and then your Ruststalkers.
Michael moaning at those dice earlier. Clearly,
Good
can
on
roll a
Michael
6.
Bublé.
Ruststalkers, right. Let's go. So that's 4 hits. And
So-
then
What would have been really interesting earlier is if Jake, you had spent 2 CPs
Yeah.
to interrupt the combat after Michael had, and then
Yeah.
you could have gone combat here first.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
That would have been a spicy meatball,
Can
wouldn't
you,
it?
can you do that?
you can interrupt and interrupt, yeah.
But like, why would I interrupt myself?
So basically, I'd fight
No, Jake,
with
no.
a combat interrupt,
Yeah.
and then you can use your combat interrupt because I've just fought,
Oh,
and
okay.
you could fight with the Thunderhammer.
Oh, right.
Sergeant.
Is that how it works in normal 40k or just
Yeah,
this?
it works in normal 40k as well.
Really?
It's just
Yeah.
in normal 40k, you don't get anywhere near as many ongoing combats.
Well, I
So
disagree.
it's particularly prevalent in boarding.
Oh, that's good,
These
isn't
are
it?
some of the sort of tactics you can learn on the academy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we do this for a job.
Yeah. Well, on the academy, there better be, when you move out of the door, you shut the door after. Right, who's this?
AP3, this is
Okay,
that fight over
so
there.
6 up.
Yeah.
Oh, so,
Cool.
right, 1-man army here.
It didn't matter in the end.
1-man army bloke. Here we go. Right, you ready?
This guy needs a name.
Ready? Stephen Hammer. He missed as Stephen Hammer would. And then 2s. Yeah.
Cool, and then a 5 pin burn. Kill another one.
So,
God, what a brutal fight.
it's just.
Just
That's what's happening. He's just screaming at each
I've
other.
got 1 Electro Priest
Yeah.
to hit Calgar. So 3s.
Oh.
And then toughness of Calgar?
5, because he's in Gravis.
Okay, you did charge me, so it's 3s.
Yep.
Oh, for Riser.
Oh,
That's
that does
2
2
more
more
wounds.
wins. So he's on 6. Oh no, it's not damage. So he's down to 6 wounds.
6
though.
wounds.
Sorry, everyone. The dice cam's gone really small. I will just accidentally press the button
Oh.
and reset it.
Oh,
I know. So annoying when that
Not
happens. Not again.
Right. I think that's it.
I think that's it. I don't think there's any morale checks. Oh, the Electro Priests.
Yeah. So they lost 4.
Lost 4. Electro Priests are leadership 8.
Okay. So 5 or 6 he flees.
5 or 6 he flees. Is it worth having him alive?
I think if
I'm going to
he
spend 2 CP
yeah,
to keep him alive.
In that, does that stratagem definitely exist? The auto pass
Definitely
morale?
exists.
Yeah.
and it's every go, isn't it? Is that because that's
it's
something you
once per
mentioned or
battle.
no?
It's let me point to it because I know people have been
Judson said the great tips about the
Asking about
terrain. No
this.
problem. Happy to help. We're going to be bringing a lot.
insane bravery.
There it is. It's so insane and it's brave.
Uri,
You can do it.
like the bird.
We will be bringing out a lot more hobby content when we're back from the LVO.
yeah,
We've
like
got a
how
lot
to
of
paint
models
the
to
shit.
paint.
Yes.
Like I'm going to do a how to paint course.
You are not doing that
Why? What are you trying to say?
because
It
you
wouldn't
are
be
gonna
very long, would it?
You are going to be too busy doing other things,
Such as
working, watching football, doing anything that isn't.
I could do like
related
a
to...
how to be handsome course.
You could.
We could do like a show which is like called Jake True Long Island Story or something, and like it's basically just a 5-minute show every week where I just sort of go through general life.
Has he ran away from Calgar?
Is
Yeah.
there that strat to like cut someone down?
No.
Has anybody scored any points now? We're going into Michael's
sorry,
turn
I've
3.
scored 5 points because I hold this objective because I'm
wow.
objective secured
So
over here and the
I
aggressor
can actually
is not.
put some points on for Michael now.
Yeah, imagine that.
Well, I don't have any points either.
Not yet.
No, I think I may get some if those scouts can just boss it.
I kind of need this guy out of the way. I think I'm just going to move him here.
Steve,
Jake?
do you remember that video we watched together that we don't talk about on the live streams?
The video that we watched
No,
together
no,
that we
you know
don't talk about the live stream.
The one of that TikTok I sent
Sorry,
you.
what?
The Sultan?
Yeah. So this guy
Is he live?
Is the Emperor dude? Do you remember?
I know. Yeah.
I just wanted to remind
The one
you.
that's reporting in live, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
certain places.
Yeah.
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 AKA,
Like,
what's his actual name?
what's the guy's actual name?
Yeah.
Rufus Rice, but we
AKA
can't-
Rook.
no, because we can't say what he says because
It's rude.
it's very rude.
It's
like
very rude.
very rude.
Yes.
But this guy I now want in my army.
He's the
because of
Sultan.
it.
Yeah.
No, he's the Emperor.
Put him on the table and then we can have a
Okay,
close
so
look at him.
if anyone doesn't know who we're referring to, it's the White Scars. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know
I
it.
believe
and I
it's
don't.
Kinjar.
Kinjar.
Kenjar. Yeah.
Emperor Kinjar.
We'll stop moving him
Of
and
the
then Seb
White
can actually
Scars.
focus on him. Give him a twist. Or put him on the table or something.
Put him on the table, I believe.
Tell you what, he's going to turn up with Calgar. Can he
I
be
actually-
Calgar for
I'd
the rest of
use
the
him
game?
as a White
I think
Scars
if you
Terminator
play
captain,
if you play
if I played,
Templars, I
boarding
actually
actions.
would use this as Hellwreck.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
I'd use him in boarding actions as a White Scars.
Well, we could
captain.
maybe do a White Scars one
I
as
would
Khan.
Be,
He could
I'd
be
be
Khan.
tempted. I'd be tempted.
Why we could do a heresy like kind of
Theme.
throwback or
We
theme.
could, yeah.
That could be sick, couldn't it?
You
Let us
keep
know,
going on
chat,
about
if
Seb
you're
doing it.
interested in that.
Press
I-
2.
I've got a challenge for chat actually. I want them to
How
comment.
sick.
I want them to comment down below with 2 forces that they want to see us have on the table fight each other, and the best story, whether narratively or comedy, we'll try and put that on the table.
And then Kyle Grundy turns up. Amazing. Look at him. What's his name again?
Kenjar.
Farsight.
Kanejar.
Kenjar?
Keenjar. Keenjar?
Yeah.
Keenjar. I like it. He's cool. He's my favourite model now. But,
Okay.
but only because of the inside joke that me and Steve have.
The Sultan.
Yeah. There's a lot of other things you could call him, but yeah.
Yeah.
The Emperor. Right.
All right then.
Keenjar. Emperor Keenjar.
So I've
Actual
got a bit of
sets.
shooting to do. I'll explain what I've done, but I've essentially fallen back here to hold this objective with this guy, because he's a brave boy.
No, he's not.
The Electro Priest have come here. The Tech Priest Dominus has moved out of the way.
Yeah.
And then over here, the lone Ruststalker sergeant has stepped out of the way.
Of course he has.
And 5 Vanguard have stepped up to shoot you.
Okay, so like if he survives,
yeah.
next go can he just like go no?
Yeah, step through the door and charge.
No, like as in like.
Oh, you can shut the door. Yeah, you could shut the door.
Leave me alone.
But I've set them up so there's a little gap between the front 3 guys so they can all shoot.
Oh, how lame.
I was tempted to fall back here. I think I will fall back here.
What?
Actually, no, you can't kill them, so I won't fall back there. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah,
Shooting.
otherwise I just get to shoot you for free and then charge you.
Here we go then. Let's do this.
Shooting. Let's fire the...
Can you start from one side of the table to the other?
Where are we looking here?
Yeah,
we'll do an eradication beam because I haven't done it yet. It sounds cool.
Beam?
So. Right. Sorry, eradication ray. So it's D3 shots.
Who are you shooting?
I have to shoot the scouts.
Cool.
They're the only ones I can see
Yeah,
here.
the scout.
Nice.
Bless them.
It's 2 shots. It is heavy, so I hit you on 3s.
No.
Okay, cool. And then strength 6.
Yeah.
It is AP 3.
So I won't get saved.
So 1's just dead.
Oh.
2 damage.
Which one?
Oh, I've got a macro stubber as well.
Which one should we kill? Who's giving me sass? Which one? That one. No. Oh, I like these models. That one. He has a helmet. Like me, you are also a helmet. Oh.
Right.
Everything's fine. Everything's
Then
fine.
we have the Skitarii Vanguard are going to fire all of their shots at your hero intercessor.
He's been such a baller this game. I really like him.
So 3s.
Oh, he's going to boss it!
You actually get some epic moments in boarding actions.
Yeah.
You
Where this
really
guy
do.
is just going to...
That is 3 wounds.
Come
no
on,
AP.
JP. One by
do
one.
I get cover?
I
Because I'm... But you got on with specs, so is that...
don't have an armor spec,
Okay.
it costs
So,
points.
and I do get cover?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
So
Oh,
explain
no.
how cover works.
So cover, you do have to be obscured. And I
okay.
believe it's
Come
just
on,
like
mind.
part of the base. Kind of like if you were in light cover.
Actually, I'm going to... No, I'll grab them all at the same time.
Where are we? Let me find cover so I can read it.
Here we go. Cover's getting read to you all.
Yeah, I'm going to
Story
read you a
time with
bedtime
Mike.
story.
Story time with Michael.
Bedtime story. Benefits of cover. Allocated to a model, that model receives cover against that attack unless it's fully visible. Okay.
So it does look like he's sort of halfway through the door, so yeah, I'd say.
So I think because you've got
Yeah.
that bit on the side, yeah?
I do have that bit on the
You
side.
do have that.
We don't talk about that on the stream either, though, sadly. Right,
Okay. Now I deliberately didn't fire the pistol that the guy has because I want to make this charge longer.
Okay.
And I'm now going to do that charge.
Okay.
So the Electro Priests, but one can see Calgar.
Tempting.
It's very tempting, but I am going to go for the Scouts.
Okay.
So here we go.
That's
That
a
is a 9 with Riser.
Oh, that's big. That's a big kind of number because Riser get a +1 to their charge
That's
roll.
right, yeah. So just going to go over here.
They're straight in the basket. Strawberry basket.
Strawberry basket. That's a reference from a while ago.
I am going to avoid your heroic intervention because it would be foolish to
Now, the pipes are just there for kind of
Aesthetic.
They're
aesthetics. They don't have any part of this game. The
Do you
pipes,
know what would
okay?
have been really cool if I didn't take that model? Because then at least because then that's how you managed to fit in that little cap. Oh no, you could have just got on the pipes. Don't worry, I don't know what I'm talking about. Silly Jake. All right.
Right.
Alright then.
Okay. So we'll leave those two just
Keen-
there.
keen
and we'll do a little
jar.
cheeky move block. I'm going to send the Vanguards in to you,
Yeah.
boy, with the hammer.
Yeah.
Right, they're in.
Can you set to defend?
No, because
Yeah, that's an action now.
Ooh.
Right, as I've mentioned earlier, set to defend is an action. Can I
For the
fit
people
through
that
the
weren't
door?
listening. Where's...
Right. Okay. So I'm not actually going to get. I'm only going to get 2 guys in.
Miles
combat.
is catching his first live show on his lunch break, and we're doing boarding actions. We've got 182. We've been up to 200 people watching live, which is awesome. Get him out, okay? You can't have your allies in this game, okay?
No, but this is who he basically is turning into, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's evolving into Hammer Champ.
Right. Yeah.
He's a Volvic in Zama champ. Right.
So I've got to do some mortal wounds here.
Yeah.
On
We don't have
sixes.
to.
I've only got 4 in engagement range. No mortal wounds. There you go. And then charges.
Keen jar.
Obviously, we'll kick off with these guys. I am going to pile in.
Oh wait, I get it. So I actually do have 2 CP, don't I? Because I haven't spent a CP reroll this turn.
Yeah.
No, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
I
I'm
could
on
interrupt.
2, I think.
Exciting.
So I'm going to pile in this way,
Oh yeah.
You leave him alone
and I'm just going to stay out of an inch of
with
Calgar.
his mittens.
I'm going to basically move block Calgar.
There was an earthquake.
That's the plan here. Try and
The ship just crashed into something a slight second there.
It's Keen Jar. Right. It's a knight or something that it's just crashed into.
Okay.
What is happening? What are you doing? Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's the gunfire.
What
It's
is
the-
happening? No.
The void.
Right, okay.
All right, he's hiding behind me.
Hey, I'm scared.
Dear God.
No,
So
oh.
I've got 10 dice with these Electro Priests at
Okay.
your scouts.
Okay.
It is 3s to hit you. Reroll 1s because my Dominus is
My
right
eyes
there.
hurt.
And then 2s to wound you.
Okay, well, you just killed them all just from the 2 6s.
They're very dead.
So they've just
They're very dead.
literally exploded. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
then we'll-
Okay, that's fine. Right.
Pile in towards Calgar this way. and get
Are you
closer
in
to
engagement
the
range of him?
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
Right, okay. So I am going to combat interrupt with my TCP,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to fight with Hammerman.
Okay.
Okay? So 4 attacks.
Michael, are you allowed to consolidate if you're not in an engagement range?
Oh, that's a good question.
And once you've realised if you're cheating or not,
I think Michael's cheating.
so
Yeah, no,
need
you're
a
right. You're
vulnerable
right.
save.
Yeah, forget that change. But you're absolutely right.
Michael's cheating.
Absolutely
everyone,
right.
everyone!
You've gone here
Oh
first.
my god!
Yep. So pile-ins and
My
consolidates.
opponent and his cheating in boarding actions.
Yeah, there you go. That's a lesson. So when
Um,
you pile in and consolidate, you have to end that move within engagement
The
range.
cheating light's gone off. Right, that's what
Where was
happened there.
I was here,
The,
here, and then there was a guy.
you need
here.
one save on your
Something like that, wasn't it?
ranges. Hammerman's really fluffed it.
One save on the
Yeah.
Rangers. 6 up in Vun.
The chat, are you still enjoying the format? Let us know.
Even with the cheating.
Even with the cheating.
I feel the cheating really adds to it.
Andy Downs just said, right off to Reddit to post about Mike. Yeah. What would the chat say?
What would the chat say? Right, so
Oh, my Vanguard.
yeah.
Let's do some
Well, you can just
Vanguard.
you can just do whatever you want.
So. Do-do-do-do-do.
Miles has said, so boarding actions is an alternative way of playing 40k edition core rules, or is it a branch off kill team? It is 40k 9th edition,
Yeah.
but 500 points, you play on a ship, and you get down and dirty in combat in this, you know.
Flame is still auto hit.
Flame is still auto hit, yeah.
We're living in the best life.
1 wound, because I do reduce your toughness.
What?
Because I'm a Vanguard.
Did you interrupt, Jake?
Yeah.
Did you kill anyone?
Yeah, I killed 1.
Oh, good work, mate.
Thank you. Oh no!
CP reroll.
He's dead. No, Stephen, I don't have
Oh,
any
you don't have
command
any
points
CP.
because I combat interrupted.
Cheat. Mike did.
Okay, right, what I'll do. What's that over there? Oh, look. Oh no, what I'll do, I'll put a 6 in here and then I'll
Yeah.
roll it
Yeah.
and then I'll pick the 6 out
nice,
from there.
nice,
yeah.
nice.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
a nice little
Only
tactic.
true gamers do that.
Yeah.
Epic.
No,
Right.
the hammered guy can't die.
The hammered guy.
that's a bit upsetting.
Oh my god. What happened?
People said they're loving it, cheating and all. Yeah.
even
Thank
with
you.
the cheating. I
Even
feel the
with the
cheating
cheating.
really adds to it.
Yeah.
Right, so my aggressor's going to fight.
Yes.
So 4s. Oh!
Oh.
Freeze. Oh, come on, you useless tubby marine. Right. Now,
we're going to bring out the podcast, the competitive
boarding
boarding
actions
actions
podcast that I'm going to
podcast.
host.
Yeah.
Me and Seb are going to.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
That,
It's
that was
your
my turn.
no, you got to fight with your.
Oh,
pepper
sorry.
I had a really funny joke, but I'm not going to say it.
Huh?
I had a really funny
Why?
joke because it's like I can't say it.
What is it? Is this a not the stream talk?
Yeah, we'll say it off the stream. It's a funny
Okay.
joke
Appreciate
Off
about,
the stream.
about the
That should be another
podcast
show.
name. Yeah.
I'm fine.
Cool.
That's off the table, off the stream.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone wants to know the video I'm referring to, message me directly and I'll send you the video. Right.
That's me. So
Cool.
it's over to your turn.
Yep,
Right,
so-
is Jake going to get any points yet?
no,
Unfortunately not.
no. And all I've got really left is Calgar and 1 aggressor. So we're going to absolutely boss it now. So I've moved to the assault doctrine because I have to. And then Now Calgar's going to go on a murderous rampage. So
Yeah, let's go.
Right, so I can't enter within an inch.
That's right.
So Calgar's so fat he can't actually get round here.
That's
So
a PHAT.
This is a cheeky tactic here.
A move
Is
block.
I've move blocked him there
But
so that I can hold this.
what
with
I
this
am
guy.
going to do is I can actually stay outside an inch and
Shoot him.
see round the corner.
You can,
So
yeah.
that's what I am going
Yeah.
to do.
How rude.
Yes, and how fat for a pH of him. And then, because I'm an Ultramarine, can I retreat and open a door?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready to see a play,
Go on then.
people? So this aggressor is going to retreat to then open this door to then shoot those rangers
This is an
because
Ultramarine.
they've moved through the door and they are not born in the bar. However, something has happened. The doors, I can't open the door
We've got
because we've got doorception, people. I can't believe it. Right.
We've got a door malfunction.
We've got a door malfunction.
Yeah.
And then so he's going to then look at them and shoot them.
Liam Dempsey, what legend? If you haven't subscribed to Liam's channel, go and subscribe to Liam. He's sub-chatted in £5. He said, "Love seeing a different style of game. Definitely do more. Off to prep for stream. Love to the team. Yeah,
Can
go and check out Liam's stream.
Liam,
Yeah,
Lady
absolutely.
Cartman would be happy with this game,
Yeah.
and that's only something.
Look
he
at
will
that
get.
terrain. It literally looks so sick.
Yeah, except for the part where
Doors,
the
yeah.
we had a bit of doorception.
Andy
So-
Downs, Vanguard Tactics, learn to play 40k the cheats way. I love it. Yeah.
Oh my god! I'm
Well,
totally gonna-
I should do that video.
Have you ever
'cause-
seen the show MTV? MTV did a show on Magic the Gathering cheaters, and it's a legit show. And I think I'd be perfect to
Oh.
host the Warhammer 40,000 version of that.
I love it.
Starter kit, bottle, codex in a different language, no FAQs, a prepped 6, weighted dice, and the ability to not do mathematics.
200 extra points.
Yeah.
Okay,
so-
question. Are those rangers within 2 inches of that door when the door was opened? Do you need to roll off on a strength test to get that door open?
You
I
would,
don't
yeah.
think I was within 1 inch when I was fighting this, because I was technically around there.
So I've basically opened the door and gone, oh! Like, no, so they've seen him, right? Like, they've seen what they've done to him, and he's like, "Hey guys, what you doing? Oh my god!" And then what girls have, they're like, "Oh no, help me!" And he's like,
I will come and get that gene seed.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go get him. Avenge me.
Okay,
Right.
Andy Down has said, being serious for 1 minute, a podcast or members video on common methods of cheating and what to watch out for would be good. Yeah, I think we could do a video on that, or a podcast, yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
a
don't know
podcast
whether
would
we
be
could
fun.
manage it all with a straight face, because there's some.
We
real-
could do some role play, that'd be really good.
Oh my god,
Alright.
I'm so down for that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll be like, oh no, I can't.
Who's going to be... Anyway, let's get on with this game.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
cool.
I will win the ITC. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot that.
Cool.
Right. Here we go, ready? So
Do it.
I'm going to shoot my bolt rifle guns at this.
So this
guy.
is the aggressor shooting into the rangers, yeah?
So 4s, because I've retreated. And then 3s, so this is his bolt gun. So 3 saves, no AP because I'm no longer in tactical doctrine. Very sad.
Oh.
But I do kill 3.
1, 2.
Oh, he's doing some
You
good
can
avenging, isn't
Probably kill. See this guy? So yeah, 3 guys dead.
Yeah, and then I can't really shoot anything else, can
No,
I?
because the other last guy is not visible.
Very sad. So he's there like, oh, brother, help me. And then he dies.
That was cool though. I like that fullback open door shoot through it. That's quite cool. Really cool.
Obviously, people say in the chat about engagement range is 2 inches through the door.
That's right.
Does that still count when you're trying to hold a door down?
It's just
block
1
it?
inch of a door, I believe.
1
to
inch of a
stop
door in terms of stopping it
stop a
open.
door opening.
We are going to check in case there might be a strength roll off.
Which would be within 2 of the enemy anyway, right?
Right, yeah.
Because if you're within 1 inch of the door, your opponent has to be within 1 inch of the door to open it.
Yeah.
Therefore, you're both within 2
2
inches of
inches.
each other. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Not 2 inches one
We'll
way.
check, because if not, then I'll just shoot the cat fronts. Because I still was going to do that anyway. Because I don't want them to hit me.
Yeah, the enemy has to be within 1 inch.
Okay, so you're not within 1 inch, so cool. Door can open.
That was cool, though. I
But
like
engagement range through the door is 2.
That
And yes, I did do a video once. It's called My Opponent and His Yellow Card. It's probably
Yeah,
our
one.
most watched video ever.
that. And it's really funny.
It is quite funny.
Some of it is actually hilarious. I sat and watched the whole thing.
It actually really changed the landscape of competitive 40k. I
Well,
think.
yeah, well, yellow cards became a thing, so, pretty revolutionary for all the haters out there.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, I'm never going to do that again. So Calgar's going to shoot the electric.
You can try.
2s. What a beast. Oh, what's your canticle?
Let's not worry about
strength in
it.
combat.
Cool.
Yeah, there's
And
nothing.
then four saves from Marneus Calgar at 2 damage apiece.
4 up in buns.
4 up in buns.
Oh, you got a problem there.
1 command point.
Oh.
Don't do it, Michael. Don't do that.
Let me lame you, cheater. Oh, he's cheating again.
There we go.
Not having any more complaints about those dice.
The Omnissiah.
Then Calgar is going to charge like the epic gamer he is.
Yeah.
So he gets a 7, and that should be enough just to get him right. Because obviously this isn't really here.
No, the box isn't
so he's
crates
just
and things,
gonna,
just for show.
Right. So he gets 7 attacks.
Right, let's go.
So he is Marneus Calgar. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. I'll say after the stream. 2s, re-rolling. Because obviously gives himself chapter mark re-rolls.
Yep.
2s to wounds. So I'll CP that. Oh, stupid toffee boy. Right, and then that many invulnerable.
I've got a 4 up in one because I killed a unit.
You did.
Oh, so
they're 2 damage each.
2 damage each. So first one, dead. Second one, dead. Third one, dead.
Yeah,
3 dead.
Calgar.
Ouch. 1.
I was hoping to try and take you off 2 objectives, but I don't
So,
think...
how much is the terrain? People are saying it's pricey. What's it on the outpost? Are the links in the chat for the outpost?
The links are in the description for the
Okay.
outpost, yeah.
So, how much is it? About 100 quid, roughly?
I don't know.
But you are getting a full game.
You get a full table. If
You
you
get
think
a
about a full table of 40k terrain,
Yeah, look
that's way more.
You get all this terrain, and it does make like a million different types of variations.
And
So-
you could easily use this for 40k if you just stacked like some of them on top
An L
of each
on an
other.
L,
An
yeah.
L on an L.
Yeah.
So it's very, very multi-use.
Yes.
And of course, kill team, Necromunda if you play it.
So notice not cheating. I consolidated into your guys.
Oh, sorry. You're,
Yeah, no,
Right.
exactly.
Okay. Yes.
I've
Thank you,
based
thank
them
you.
both so they can't
Thank
do
you,
anything.
right,
Because
yeah.
Calgar's fat base helps.
Well, I'm now going to kill Calgar
Well, hang on a minute.
with those 2.
No, you're not.
So
He's Calgar.
we're hitting on 3s.
Minius.
I've hit with them all, Jake.
Oh. Tough is 5.
I've got +1 to wounds.
So 2s, I assume.
Okay. All right.
'Cause
No,
you're-
I'm strength 5 with +1 to wound. Oh no, I've
No,
got
because you're strength 6. Yeah, so that would wound.
because of the canticle. So 2 wounds at AP2.
Okay, so it is $360 in the Australia, but I don't know. But I'm not quite sure.
Oh no! Australia's not getting boarding actions as soon as I thought. No, but you can just convert it.
Right, so that's
Zone Mortalis. You've got Zone Mortalis boards?
That's probably even more expensive.
No, because actually, I have a fun fact. I don't know if this is still the case, but I'm pretty sure Forge is actually still cheaper to buy in Australia than it is in... Because I don't think... You have to order it from England, which means that you actually pay the English prices, not the Australian prices.
Right. Okay.
It's very, very weird, but it's someone that's in Australia. Can you confirm? So I remember when I
Matthew
used to play
Gilbert,
Heresy.
you
2
let us
damage,
know.
probably.
No, but he halves damage.
Oh, of course he does.
because he's
Cheeky boy.
Because he's got the armor of Hercules. Yes.
Cool.
So armor of Steve.
That's the turn, right?
Yeah.
Right, you scored any points?
You need morale because you
Oh,
lost
yes,
3
I do
guys
need
here
morale.
and 3 guys.
So those guys over there.
So you lost 3 people.
That is the sergeant. So I think they're okay.
Oh, good.
And then the priests had leadership 8 and they lost 3.
So 5 or 6. Ooh.
They're fine because they're leadership 8. And they
Oh
lost
no, you
3.
lost 3. Sorry.
So we're actually okay. I'll double check the Skitari guy.
Yeah. No,
Vanguard, leadership 7, so he's okay, right? Because I rolled a 4.
you
and
rolled a
lost
4
3.
and you lost 3, so he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Someone in the chat, let me know about that Australia thing because I actually think that is the case.
I get some points.
Yeah, you're going to get quite a lot of points.
How many are you scoring?
10, sorry, 10. So it's 5 because I hold 1 or more, and then another 5 because I hold more than Jake
Yeah,
does.
because you hold...
Because I have this cheeky Electro Priest.
Because I hold 1 and you hold 2.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Movement?
my turn. Right, Calgar. You're going to get some.
Apparently, yeah, it's 2 times the UK price plus shipping, while GW is 3 times the price. So
Yeah,
it's slightly
there you
cheaper to
go.
buy Forge World than it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how
Cool.
mad that is?
It's pretty.
It's cheaper
nuts,
to buy Forge World than it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's to do with like how they order it or something. I believe. All I remember is when I used to play Heresy, a lot of the people who played Heresy were in Australia, and then I always wondered why. And then one day I asked.
So we've got a Lone Ranger on an objective, or
Yep.
Lone Vanguard, is it?
So Vanguard, he's doing the action to make it sticky,
Ooh.
for what it's worth.
Michael, what I told you about objectives, get a wipe on it or something, all right?
Look, I can't help it, all right? I get very excited about objectives.
You know, stop eating food when you're playing boarding actions. We don't want sticky objectives.
So Ranger there, the 2 destroyers are going to just blast this guy and hope not to hit the guy on the other side of him. The Dominus has come out to face Calgar. And yeah, that's...
Crab said boarding
That's it.
actions looks fun.
Yes,
it.
crab.
And crab.
Well done, Crab.
Crab is
So
a crab.
I'm just going to shoot you now. I'll
Oh.
fire some plasma at you. I won't overcharge.
This is where he's like, brother, help! And he's like, brother's dead! You're not
Just
gonna,
2 hits.
luckily he didn't overcharge.
No.
And then T5.
So 2 wounds, AP3.
No, he's
Oh, okay.
dead. That was easy.
Rip.
He's like, no. Oh no, because when you die, you always get that.
Surely. Yeah, he's probably melted if he's been plasmid.
Well, no, why would he
Yeah.
be melted if he was plasma? The probably a melter would melt him.
Open this door as well with this guy.
It's still very hot though, isn't it?
Like me.
Right, moving on. The Dominus is going to charge Calgar.
Oh, is he really?
Yes.
Right.
Can he see him?
Yes.
There we go. I've charged you. I'm now going to see what a Dominus does.
Nothing. Let's move on.
3 attacks. Let's go.
Nothing.
Let's go.
Spoiler alert, nothing.
He hits with them all.
Could be wrong.
Strength 4, +2 for the axe, +1 for the canticle, so strength 7,
Toughness 5.
+1 to wound because of
6
riser, 2s to wound.
Yeah.
You're joking.
That's 3 wounds. It is AP2.
4 up in Vuns.
So 1 failed and it's
Damage
1,
2,
it's
so
1 damage.
yeah.
And then
that's right.
Calgar's going to hit back and you've just given me shock assault. So I'm tempted just to hit the Electro Priest and then next go I could just hit the Dominus.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. So Electro Priests, still got my reroll to hit.
Okay.
And then 2s, 6.
Nice.
Boom, boom,
4
boom.
up in buns.
Oh, Michael! Right, you can't moan about these guys. What are you doing?
They're,
Silly thod.
they're dead.
No, it's
pick
fine.
them up.
It's boarding actions, Steve.
You pick them right
No,
up.
no.
It's boarding
You've
actions.
just made 12. You've made 11 out of 12 4 bin buns. They're dead.
Well,
It's right. No, it's fine. We have to play the game properly. We can't cheat, unlike Michael over here. I play the game properly,
well, I'm cheating. I'm using a loaded dice.
but I use the same dice. Is
All the chat agree they should be dead.
All right, you know what?
that what they actually said?
For entertainment purposes,
Oh, give over. Oh, for entertainment purposes and because the chat have said, I am going to take them off.
I'll see if they would have killed you.
As honourably as it is, right? Oh no, this is bad. Well,
Oh,
yeah,
you-
they would have literally
You'd
just
definitely
killed
be dead,
Calgar.
so let's
yeah.
carry on.
Yeah, because I would have been tabled, right? So now, end of the turn,
Yeah, end of the turn.
right?
Your turn. You
I get
5
points. So intense, I nearly died. Right. I'm just gonna go straight into combat.
Yes,
So, gonna chapter master reroll myself, obviously.
of course. Do you have pistols or anything?
Gain CP.
I do not
Did
have
you-
pistols. I have rapid fire.
You have a CP. I'll have a CP.
Right,
Everybody's
ready?
got CP.
So 2s, re-rolling, epic gaming moment.
Cool.
And then 2s, oh no, what toughness is it?
I am toughness 4.
Oh, so that's all wounds, so 6 saves.
Yes, hold on. Blah, 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 blah. I will do some rerolls as part of my canticle this turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
6, is it?
6 saves, minus 4,
Okay, hold on.
2 damage each.
Do I have an invuln? I have a 5 up invuln.
So that would be 3 failed, 6 damage.
6 damage. I've only got 5 wounds.
Is he? What's the damage of it?
He's 2 they FAQ'd him, he's 2 damage
Dead.
Oh yeah.
for his
okay.
fists.
Oh cool.
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 Yes, Calgar.
Got him.
And then he can't consolidate because he
No.
will not finish an engagement range.
That'd be cheating.
That would be
indeed.
cheating, we don't do that here.
Right, so Michael, how many points are you going to score?
So this is the last turn,
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
you get
I think?
Last turn of the
10.
game.
Last turn, yeah. So I'll get 10.
And then basically you'll again get 45. Right?
No, you don't score at the end of the turn.
No,
You
no,
score-
but for the special mission parameter,
End game.
he's going to get
scoring.
45 points.
Yeah, the player who goes second does score at the end of the turn, which would be
Oh, you do?
me. Yeah.
Oh, you do score at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
But you'll get 10 anyway. And then
double check for you.
I
It's
didn't
obviously
think
very
it was. I
important.
thought it was just.
I think some of the missions.
Oh, okay, it varies, is it?
Can I just
You do?
point out that Calgar just beasted that whole side of the table by himself?
Well, as he should.
Yeah, he should.
Actually, Calgar can perform in this game.
Yeah, and sadly. Well,
Yeah.
not sadly.
Yeah, that's right. It's very strange. So the other mission we did in the recorded game doesn't have that bit where you score at the end of the turn. You go
Right.
second.
Yeah.
Whereas this one does.
So it's a
Okay.
mission by mission parameter.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's very interesting.
Make sure you read the mission properly. Do not
Yeah.
assume because an ass makes a
I am
sum at you and me, something like that.
going to charge Mr. Calgar.
Mine.
because it's cool.
The right thing to do.
It's morally.
I'm in.
Because morally, let's get a whooping. Right.
Showdown.
It's a showdown. So
It's over, Electro Priest. Oh no! Oh no, Calgar. He just committed Calgarcide.
The Calgar side.
so on a 5, you take a mortal wound.
Do you know what would have been funnier is if he was there and then you just went, no, sorry, I'm out.
Went,
I'm out.
shut
Bye. All right, bye. See you later. Right there. Right, there you go.
I hit you once.
Okay. No.
1 wound.
Oh yeah.
MP2.
No.
2 damage down to 1.
So he's down to.
You CP reroll that? No.
Yeah,
keep
why
keep your
not?
CP.
There's no
Nah.
There's no point.
No,
Keep your CP.
no, I've CP'd it.
Alright,
Okay,
he's already
saved it.
CP'd
Yeah.
Still
Then
got 4 left.
2s, re-rolling. Oh my lord.
That was terrible.
2s. That's 4 invulnerable saves. Boom, 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 boom. That's 4 damage. Boom, boom,
I'll CP
Boom.
1.
boom, boom. That's 2 damage. Boom, boom, boom.
Double 5s.
Damn.
Boom,
No.
he's dead.
He's gone. Right, that's it. End of the game. You get 15 points
I do.
for holding this
And you get
objective.
30.
I'll get 30 points for holding these 2 objectives.
And that's it.
Right,
That
so
will be
15 points for end game scoring, is it?
15 per objective for endgame scoring.
Okay, so that puts end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Admech scored a whopping 60 points, and Jake, being the most handsome man that you are, managed to score half of that.
I got that.
Yeah, so you scored
So we didn't
30.
even get to 100. Is that including painting?
Professor Joculus said, how much do we have to super chat in order to get a mic a crew cut?
What's that?
A haircut?
Um,
No, I already come up with this theory. Mike's one day just going to come in with like really short hair, and he's never going to say anything. He's always going to pretend that he's never, ever had like a haircut. Like he's how he's always been.
well, I'd have to ask my partner because I don't know how she'd feel about a sudden.
Does you like the mane?
I mean, $4,000 would be pretty nice, wouldn't it?
Everybody
10
likes,
grand.
Everybody likes the main.
10 grand, Michael. If they do it,
Look,
we'll talk to her
If
after.
you want to chuck $4,000,
It's better
and
to ask
I
for-
get to keep it.
It's better to ask for
I'll probably
forgiveness
say
rather
yes.
than permission. So, because
All right.
then it's done. But yeah, that was boarding actions,
That was
people.
boarding actions, yeah.
Did you like it?
Really interesting. As you kind of got to see, a really powerful character is great,
Yeah.
but for the overall mission,
Yeah.
not so great.
And that's quite vindictive of kind of the games we played in the past, right?
Yeah, like you can take a bad one. You can take Gilliman, even though he's a Lord of War and not an infantry. But you'd probably
Father,
see
help!
that it's very difficult to hold objectives, etc., and make use of them.
Father, help! They're bullying me, and then like this idea of like him just being
Well,
tussled at the door by a little ranger.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. Yeah. I thought that was good.
Let us know what you think, chat.
I like it. It's
Admech
fun,
with the
isn't
points drops, you can get a lot of stuff.
it? Yeah, and even
And
well,
the
Marines as
destroyers
well.
are really good.
Marines as well. The points drops because
Marines,
obviously
So remind us of the Force Org, what can you take?
Okay, so you can take up to 1 HQ choice.
yeah.
So 0 to 1.
So you don't
can
have to
take-
have one.
You don't have to have one.
Oh, okay.
You can take 0 to 3 troops choices and 0 to 3 elites choices. You may have special rules. Again, free downloadable sheet from the Warhammer community website on the download section that says you can take a fast attack choice, but only if it's, I don't know, Ripper Swarms or something. Or you can take a unit that normally could fly, but they lose fly for the battle. For example, Tau can take a crisis team,
What?
but their movement's reduced and they lose fly.
Oh.
And they can only take 1 crisis keyword unit. So there's going to be special stuff that you can get. However, you can only have 1 character, unless, again, you've got other special rules like Guard.
And GC Cult have, I think.
G-Scott probably do have 1 as well.
Pistol Pete turns up.
But yeah, no heavy sports unless otherwise specified, etc., etc. Definitely check out the PDF because it's really, really key for your army and making the game balanced on such a small scale.
Yeah. People are pretty hyped about boarding actions. Make sure you check out the Outpost and get your set ordered. And Games Workshop, thank you so much for providing us with this preview copy. It's been awesome. We're going to definitely do more. We'll probably do loads of members content in the future for boarding actions. And if you're not a member, then why not? Get and subscribe. It really helps us out. And now is the time, because probably in the future, our membership price will probably be going up at some point due to the value and the content that we're going to be putting out when we get back from the LVO.
We're getting a lot on that.
Get signed up for our Learn to Play boarding action course, where we're going to teach you all the kind of fundamentals of the strategy and tactics, let alone obviously the Learn to Play aspect. That's going to be coming out as well when we're back from Vegas. And finally, thank you to everybody at home, the chat. You guys are awesome. It's been a great game. Thank you for the players. Jake, you are handsome. Michael, you've got long hair. And Seb, you managed to do a great job on the cameras exceptionally well today. We also managed to fit in like an earthquake. That was cool. So we had some lighting effects.
And the lights went.
The lightings went as well.
Michael cheated.
Yeah, Michael cheated.
And
I'll try and fit in a cheat in every game.
That's all in Reddit. Yeah. Basically,
old...
Michael will try and cheat in every game, and it's our job to try and catch him out, all right?
It's like, where's Wally?
It's funny because I always do the lists for the games, so you wouldn't even know if I put 200 extra
Well, that's the other thing, is where sometimes Michael makes the list I use, he could just I don't look at it, actually. so I just turn up and I go, and he just tells me what's in it. So on one day, you actually should just put me like 500 points down.
I think in future we can...
It'd be funny.
We could, with boarding actions, do like a sort of campaign.
I've got an idea.
We could actually build in like abilities, like stuff that you get.
Emperor.
I think we could even do a free-for-all 3-way game.
Wow. A multiplayer.
Actions, a multiplayer game.
Multiplayer
game. So there's a video game that got me into Warhammer called Fire
Tau,
Warrior.
Tau Fire, why don't you say that? Of course
and the Tau breach an Imperial ship.
That's like Kyle's.
Which is also being attacked from within by Chaos Space Marines. So it'd be really cool to do something like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think what would be really fun is...
You could definitely... On some of the maps where there's like maybe like three deployment zones or 4 deployment zones, you could do like each player gets a deployment zone, and that's, you put the army through that. That could be good. Somebody just signed up, CPT Roscoe signed up to be a lieutenant, absolute legends. Could you combine crusade and board actions? More than likely, there's some sort of aspect you could probably do there.
I don't know if it's quite balanced properly for that, so I'd just double check first.
You could do like this really cool thing. So,
wow, you're in 3D now.
I'm seeing in 3D now.
Jake, how many aggressors did you die? How many aggressors died in your game?
How many aggressors did die?
So,
6.
like in squad A, for example, roll me 3 dice, 1 for each guy. Any ones, then you're not allowed to use them in the next game.
Oh,
okay, they all came back fine. Next unit.
No.
Oh, you've lost a dude, so they're starting on a 2-man.
Steve, I don't think we could play that, because otherwise you're not getting any of your army in the next game, are you?
That's true.
All right, don't take the mic just because I can't roll more than a 1.
Ooh,
right, anyway,
take the mic.
and I'm sure in other games when we do boarding actions live, we might be able to get a couple of sessions in. But
we could always do maybe if people really, really, really like this content, maybe we could do 1 a month. Of boarding actions. They take a break from our usual
1 a month for boarding actions
game, or maybe if people really, really like it so much and all become members, this could be
a member show.
A members show, pre-recorded, or even an additional live stream.
Oh, that could be good. Maybe we could do it with some members goals. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you to everybody here. You've done a great job. We love you all, and see you next week.
I think
Take care.
Ultramarines and Adeptus next week.